just goes to show. This is why we don't worry about anything. We've had so many lessons these two. But, like, who's going to win it for us?
Everybody?
Everyone's getting a game ball for this one. We are 3-0, which was not the goals that we set out, but it's all we can control right now. Okay, so let's get back to work tomorrow, but enjoy it tonight. This was a special one, fellas. They all said you couldn't, and you did.
Hey, quick turnaround, coach said it. We celebrate this win quick tonight. Our goals are bigger than just beating Bills. You know what I'm saying? We know where we want to go. This was just a step to where we want to go. That's how we compete. Let's go. Fans on 3. 1, 2, 3.
What is happening, Dolphins fans, and welcome to another episode of the Fans Tailgate. We are continuing to celebrate the Dolphins' victory. Everyone's excited. We're atop the NFL. We are, we took down the Wicked Witch of the North and Josh Allen and company, put them in their place. Lot of humility going around amongst the Bills community. Didn't see so much activity on Twitter, a couple of the Bills channels, but there's a lot of hey, you gotta hand it to the Dolphins. They took care of business. A lot of finger pointing, and then a lot of excuse making as well. Tons and tons and tons of excuses, especially by the social media, because remember, the darlings of the NFL social media, everyone's like, oh, the Bills. If the Bills would have played the Bengals, they would have went to the Super Bowl and blah, 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 and they would have won and woulda, coulda, shoulda. And, it's expected. A lot of weird angles people are playing to make excuses in the media for what, Josh Allen and the heat. God, dude, if I got to hear about this heat one more time. Heat that we live in. Heat that we work in hours a day. You know how many times I've been in a house with no electricity working for 10 hours in a day? God, bro, I probably got more of that in my life than most people have even had a job. So, I don't want to hear heat. I don't want to hear it. I mean, Mike Florio was saying something about, and you heard this OSHA thing from one of these Bills fans. We hear this, you got to protect. No, you know how you protect yourself? You do what you got to do. No, it's not a surprise. Oh, my God, it's hot in South Florida? Huh? Why did it catch everybody off guard? It's all anyone talked about is how hot it's going to be here and how it's going to affect the Bills. And when it happens, everyone's shocked. Well, that's not fair. Now they're talking about what's too hot. Mike Florio was talking about, it's too hot in certain areas, maybe too cold. Like now everything's got to be a dome for ideal conditions. No, bro, that's part of the game. You're taking all the fun out of it, making excuses, softening grown men that are freaking gladiators. You're softening them. Like, what are we talking about here? It's ridiculous. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the excuses. I don't like them trying to change my football. You already know what time it is. Hit the like button, guys, on your way in here. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Make sure you guys are coming to YouTube, subscribing over here on the channel, and getting in on the reindeer games. Also, guys, make sure you're checking out all the great content we have here on the network, starting every Tuesday with Tonk 7 TMI Tuesdays. You also can catch color commentary on Thursday nights. I don't know if you'll catch them this Thursday. We're still working that out with Thursday Night Football because I'm probably going to call the game. But you guys can also catch color on Saturday nights with a coffee and a cup of color. Then you guys got Late Night Exhale with Ali doing it at the nighttime on Saturdays. 10 o'clock. And cash and tickets coming to you guys on Fridays. Probably getting early cash and tickets. Brandon the Bookie be here in person on Thursday to do some cash and tickets. So keep on a lookout for that. And then every other day of the week, you got me, El Capitan, holding it down, as you guys know. Cash App, Venmo, help support the program, guys, every way and any way. Super Chat as well. We always appreciate Super Chats. We also got, the gear, everything that's on there. You can get 10% using offer code #TFTG at checkout for Backroom Collections. So don't forget about that. And then HB in the back informed us that we're doing 15% off anything from the store over here. So all these items and more. And use you use Bills Lose, all capitals, and you'll get 15% off. And yeah, guys, make sure to support the show. Super Chat, always welcome. It's takes good care of it. Appreciate it, everybody. And what's going on, everyone? Getting in here. John, Pamela, what's up? Dylan, how's it going? Yeah, it feels good. I swear the sun excuse is my... Dylan, I just went on a rant, as you heard. I am so sick of hearing this sun excuse. Like they're like, oh, you know what? We should call up that crazy guy from Apple and have him put a bunch of satellites to cool the world down for the Buffalo Bills when they visit Miami. I mean, geez Louise, bro. Like, you know what time it was. You saw what the Patriots did. They came here and got here early to try to acclimate. Didn't notice them falling out. It was no hotter or less hot the day they played Miami to the day y'all played. I see an excuse-driven bunch of phonies is what I see. And, I mean, geez, it's not like you had someone not playing center that wasn't a center. Greg Mance was our center. Remember, you guys used to beat us when he was our center. Sorry. All these excuses don't really add up to me because they were certainly happy to crow and beat their chest about beating the hell out of a broken down, thrown together Dolphins team the last few years as far as offense goes in a lot of ways. And now that they've met their match in a real contending football team with talent on both sides of the ball, with a good coach in leading the helm, with a plan, with a quarterback that's coming into his own. Now I get all these excuses. Not going to hear it. Not going to listen to it. I will entertain it, though, in some ways. But, yeah, I'm sick of the sun excuse. It's just ridiculous. California, what's going on? What's up, Aquavision? So, yeah. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Yeah, guys, as far as if we need a backup, if Tua's healthy, let Teddy ride. If Tua's playing banged up, don't even take the chance that he might have to come out for snaps and put Teddy in there. I want to see Skyler. I understand the value in Teddy Bridgewater as the headset guy, as Color would say, or as the clipboard man, some people would say. Him being there, helping Tua and the coaches and telling him what he sees as a veteran and saying, hey, I know this guy. I played against him here. He has these tendencies. That's got extreme value. I don't know if it's $6.5 million worth of value, but I digress. To me, if there's live snap football being taken and you're taking Tua out of this equation, you're measuring Teddy Bridgewater to Skylar Thompson, I'd rather see Skylar. Now, I could be eating those words, because if he goes out there and starts looking like a 7th-round rookie would, being thrown into a football game, then all right, maybe whatever. But at least I'll live and die by that sword in some ways. So, just my thoughts on the whole thing. I think a lot of Dolphins fans agree with that take. It seems to me that we've all converged in recognizing the talent that is in Skylar Thompson. A very decent amount of talent in the young man. And definitely someone I hope we get to keep around here in the future to back up Tua and relief for him and wherever our future goes to keep that young man around here. So, Vicken, what's happening? Yeah, this team is fighters, Laura. Vinny from Hawaii, aloha from the Big Island. What's going on, Vinny? I know, Greg, the heat exhaustion. I know, right? Where was the heat the last couple of years? I don't want to hear it. What's up, Roadrunner? Jordan, what's going on? Mike, what's up, everybody? Make sure everyone's hitting the like button on the way in. I very seriously doubt that a lot of the notifications are going out. I'm putting out videos left and right, trying to bring the content to you guys, as you know. So make sure you guys are hitting the like button. It really helps out. Tuaminator and Skynet, the duo would be the best quarterback duo going forward. I love that, the Tuaminator and Skynet. It'd be unstoppable. I mean, literally, that's the doomsday. The Terminators work for Skynet in this pantheon. I know it kind of is a little backwards because Skynet sits at the top of that throne in that scenario, but I get the, yeah, you're right. Yeah, depending on what happens with Dallas tonight, and I'm not even watching that game. I don't know how anyone could watch that game. It's Dallas versus the Giants. I get the Giants are a cute little story right now, and Dallas is in the shitter like always, but I have no desire to watch that football game. I even sat CD Lamb, that's on my friggin' fantasy team, because I didn't even want to see him. And it paid off because I put a tight end in for his thing, TJ Hawkinson from the Lions, and I know he's going to score more points. He scored me like 14 points, so fuck, I didn't have to worry about it. So how about them apples? Putting in a tight end for the number one wide receiver. It's ridiculous. That's why I think watching that football, you got me fucked up. You know, watch that, the Giants. Christian Condor, hope the Niners keep losing so we can get Anderson. I hope the Niners keep losing so we can get top 3 draft pick and we can trade it back and get a little bit of something in the future. That's what I like. I think that's what Chris Kerr's licking his chops about too. He's like, ooh yeah, they get inside the top 8 picks with a lot of these quarterbacks, and we have our quarterback situation worked out with Tua and a you know, an ace in the hole with Skylar if anything happens. Then, yeah, I say trade out of that. Try to get, you know, more capital either this year or even the Holy Grail, picking up some more firsts in the future, because we've seen how Chris Greer has navigated that bad boy. I mean, we already, he's got to not only navigate picking and missing out on some of those picks, but he's got to navigate the owner that's getting us in hot water every now and again. To that point, real quick, have you guys noticed how well this football team seems to be being and doing since they've tossed Boss Ross? Hashtag toss Boss Ross. You guys know where you heard it first. You heard it here from El Capitan. But how good has this football team been since Ross ain't been around? I kind of wonder. Yeah, little something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm okay, Laura. I just went down the wrong pipe. I don't know if linebacker, anything. You know what I would go with my first round draft pick? Well, there's two things I would go at: defensive tackle and or corner. You can never have enough corner. I know Cater Kahoo's great. I love him. Keon Cross is doing great. Awesome. All the more reason to go get another friggin' corner to keep it bolstered up in this muh. Because let's be real, it's a passing league, and you need corners. You can, we haven't drafted pass rushers really good. Shout out to Jalen Phillips, who's an outside linebacker that rushes the passer. Don't forget, he seems to be the real deal, and I'm happy to have him. But I'd rather pick up a guy and buy a guy for a steady amount of money, somebody who can be effective, and get another Christian Wilkins type of guy or pick in the first round and keep that D-line, with young talent. Or, more importantly, I'd rather get a badass corner. Always need corners. Byron Jones is getting older and expensive. Xavier Howard still elite, but I don't think we're gonna get anything out of Noah Igbenogany. That's a terrible pick. Terrible pick. So we need to remedy that, and that comes with getting someone else. So yeah. Yeah, I don't really care if the Cowboys win or lose. Gonna be real. What's happening, Woo back? Brandon Hudgens. Yeah, if they lose, it'll help. Armando Swam. How important is keeping Noah and Teddy, two gloves, on the roster considering we are playoff caliber? A very great point. I mean, as important as every roster spot is, we're already seeing the line at the very minimum. We're already seeing some of that not look so pretty. Been effective and, literally twice as good as last year. Literally twice as better than last year. And in some aspects, 3 times better than last year. But, that these guys are filling up roster spots where I would be much more comfortable not having Noah Igbenogany or Teddy Bridgewater around here and get me an offensive lineman somewhere. Linebacker. Yeah, I still want to see what we got in Tyndall before I start thinking about linebackers and being serious about that inquiry. We haven't even seen the guy yet, and I'm sure he's chomping at the bit. So we'll see. He's a big boy. So. Couple of things. I don't know if you guys seen the Tua has proclaimed that it's his back. Coach on an interview today mentioned that it's his ankle as well as his back. He did hit his head, but it wasn't the concussion that hurt him. Along with the ankle and the back, that's where all the problems were coming from. And we got a good picture here. Just listen, I get it. It's dogpile stuff like that, and you're trying to tackle somebody, but I just can't. As dirty as the Bills played, what's up, Robert? Hey, Carla. As dirty as the Bills played and always do play us, this picture, especially with Tua, who seems to be super unlucky with this with getting injuries and stuff. It's just an ugly, ugly shot of a guy, grabbing him from behind on the leg, pulling him. He's getting bent over backwards. I definitely don't want to see him running the football unless it's something I feel like we could sneak by their asses. Definitely not when they are ready for it. I mean, look at this. It's just an ugly, ugly look. I don't know who said it earlier. I think it was my sister, actually. She said, or no, maybe it was Brandon the bookie because he's in town. But they're like, this doesn't even look like a football picture. It looks like the guy's trying to hold. We just put American flag. Someone needs to crop an American flag in Tua's hands right there, and it'll be like Tua going to war for you. You know what I'm saying? That would be perfect. But yeah, that's where the injuries were sustained in the beginning, and after him landing, after being hit late, another dirty hit by this Bills team. That's when it started to rear its ugly head on him. So, yes, this is the word on the street. Did Wilkins grab Allen's nuts? Maybe. I didn't see it. I don't have that evidence or on camera. I'm not saying Wilkins ain't the kind of dude to grab you in the nuts, but to be on the real, Allen ain't the most clean fucking football playing guy either. He's most certainly dirty, late hit type of guy, trash talking, always running his mouth. And as a quarterback, and I get it, run your mouth. That's your business. But, don't think we're going to play soft on you, especially while you run in your mouth. So, I actually have the video just pointing it out exactly how dirty he is, because and everybody seen this. I know everybody did, but just look at how I'm gonna pull it up now. We're gonna show how dirty he is. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's gonna be just a kind of an odd type of angle here. But watch here. There's Allen on top of Christian Wilkins, right on top. Now look. Now, I don't see if Christian Wilkins has his hand in there. Maybe he pinched him on his leg or something like that. But look, he's literally on top of him in his shoulder. Now, Allen straight mushed him, pulled his helmet off, put a jab knee down on him. Watch, look, he goes, knees down on his stuff like that. I mean, this is... Don't act like you're going to be, especially when you run the football the way you do, don't act like you're not going to get footballed around at the bottom of a pile. But being dirty, once the play's over, it's over, bro. Don't be ripping helmets off unless you want to get a head ripped off. I get it. Allen's a big boy, but I don't know. Big man fall hard when he get punched in the mouth. As Confucius said that. Go look it up. El Capitan said it. At the same time, Allen is a monster. He's going to be a problem for us for a long time. Absolutely, Roadrunner. I agree. I'm not... It doesn't look like that guy's going anywhere soon. I think we figured him out in a lot of ways. And I think it's the same way I've always thought to play that guy. You gotta really not let them get those big plays and broken down. You cannot allow him to sit back there and play max protect and try to close all the windows in the back end. You got to bring enough to put pressure on him, get him moving, and he'll start getting big old wide-eyed Allen. Now, yeah, he's gonna gas you on some runs, but you got to maintain. You can't shut him down unless it's just an ugly day, and we've seen that as well. But you can maintain and weather and beat him. You can do it because that's just how their team is and lopsided in that way. And that's what the Dolphins did today, and they've laid out the blueprint for other teams to beat them. Yeah, Robert, that's what they said, that, he grabbed his junk. At least that's what Allen said. I don't believe Allen. Allen's a liar. He's a total liar. He's been lying. We know it. Quarterbacks lie. Not just Allen in particular. Quarterbacks love to, hey, he put me in my eye. He put me in the eye, coach. He put me in my eye. Nah, fuck that. I ain't a water boy. Captain Insano has no mercy. Yeah, man. Fuck it. I don't care. you know, Laura, he did cry on Tua's shoulder. I actually have that image around here somewhere. Where it is. Let me see. I might be able to pull it up here real quick for you. I did have a new image that I'll show you guys as well, that I'm sure everyone will appreciate. As you can see by the first of the images that I'm going to pull up, that Tua is, you know, made himself another father, and Josh Allen being the latest son that he's taken underneath his wing. But he's also in Tua being such a Christian kid, he's looking to adopt a new kid, and I actually got my hands on the picture he sent the Cincinnati adoption agency for little boy Burrow, and I think he's going to be able to convince them to allow him to adopt little boy Burrow. I know Joe Burrow, he's kind of one of those kids that likes to wear flashy stuff and act flashy, but you know, after speaking with Tua and his people, we see through that's just a cry out for help, and that you know, he needs a loving home. And so we decided on sending little boy Burrow this picture of the family, and we're going to find out come Thursday if he wants to be a part of Tua's family. And here's the family photo that we decided to send. And as you'll see, there's Lamar Jackson with, you know, his younger brother, Matt Jones. You know, it was a rough game on Thursday, so baby Allen was just not really in the mood for the picture Monday morning. But it's sent to the Cincinnati Adoption Agency, and you can be a part of this beautiful little family, Joe Burrow, and we'll have your answer come Thursday. So keep our fingers crossed, guys. We should be getting a new addition to a family, and it's going to be a sweet thing, and I can't wait. I'm going to be very happy for it. EM Baller says Wilkins gave Josh Allen a happy ending. Yeah, just wanted to see what he was packing, bro. What you mean? Nah, bro, I just wanted to see what he was packing. Yeah, you guys like that? Thanks for the donation, EM. Guys, donate to the channel, man. Totally need it. Anytime and every time. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I've been waiting to get that up there, but you know we are serious, so we really want to hear back from that adoption agency, Cincy, and we'll be flying up there. I think Wednesday night we're gonna fly there and check into the hotel. We'll be bright eye and bushy tailed Thursday morning at the adoption agency, and hopefully we're gonna be able to take them out to a nice dinner and bring them home with us when you know, by Thursday night or, you know, early Friday morning. Should be a nice night on the town, and we're going to enjoy all the sights. You know, I'm not really familiar with Cincinnati, but, you know. Oh, Bo, we're totally going to watch all the press conferences. Thank you for reminding me, Bo. Yes, we are definitely going to watch all of it. But he can play the drums. Who can play the drums? Who can play the drums? I know, it's going to be a beautiful family portrait. We got a personal photographer, a friend of the family, going to come by, set up the whole ambiance and everything like that. Probably going to do something in the backyard down yonder. There's a lake back there and stuff. So it's going to be real cute, real beautiful. Can't wait. Shout out to Pamela, the latest of the members. Shout out to the members and the mods, everyone. Appreciate every one of you. If you guys want to become a member, it's a great way to support the program. You just hit the join button, become a member. There's 3 different tiers. You know, and I think the most expensive one's $20, but all the way to, like, I don't know, $4, $2, $3, something like that. But get yourself a member, and you get all these cool emojis and stuff. You get to get at each other, represent the TFTG, and Pamela, you get to have all kinds of cool little things. Use them up. And HB in the back, you know, he'll be making new ones here and there, drop a new emoji in every now and again and use it and show everyone. So it's we try to keep it fun. try to keep the clips coming, try to keep the, bring you guys what I want as a Dolphins fan, the content that I would want to consume as a fan, to be prepared to, feel like I've got the best amount of education and to be prepared to watch a football game come Thursday. And we're going to do some of that later. We're going to look at some of the Dolphins film, good and bad, and we're going to dissect it a little bit and look at some stuff, try to do it as fast as we can, and, holla for a dollar. What's that, Pam? Can you tell me what my Dolphin shirt says? What your Dolphin shirt says? I don't know. Does it say 3-0? Does it say best in the AFC? Best in the NFL? I don't know. Pam, what does it say? In your picture, it just looks like it just says Dolphins. I can't tell. It's kind of far away. Is that what you're talking about, Pamela? Yeah, it looks like it just says Dolphins on it, but I can't tell. So yeah, Cincinnati will be hosting the Dolphins on Thursday, as everybody knows, and it's on Amazon Prime. If you guys don't have Amazon Prime, don't worry, you could be here to watch me. I'm gonna call the game. I think it looks like my regular Dolphins, but it says Jets suck. Oh, it does. Nice. Hi, look, Zippa seen it. Jets suck on it. It used to be a strong, great rivalry, Dolphins-Jets, but even when we had a Dolphins-Jets rivalry, like, I don't know, like, I never was like that with the Jets. And the Patriots, I hated the Patriots. Probably the most I've ever hated anything. I hated the Patriots. But, like, their fans are all fair weather fans. They don't know anything about football. Look at their organization now. Now that they got Mac Jones in there, they know they're not going to win anything. So the fans are all quiet. They're hush-hush. Even, like, their biggest fans don't even mingle around in their own stuff. They only come and hang out with us. And I don't blame them. We're way fucking cooler. Let's be real. So it was the Bills. I grew up, 85, in the 80s, in the 90s, going to Joe Robbie, watching Marino, watching Kelly, hating the Bills. It was the Bills, the fans, just the everything. It was them that rooted not only my Dolphins fandom, but my love for football, and really the competitive part in it. And, why I wanted to play a lot of football, why I did play a lot of football, all that good stuff. That's where my fandom was born. So shout out to EM Baller with the donation. Says no homo, but Sherfield Rear got a nice yeah, he got that junk in the trunk for show. He got that extra pad. Tua needed a little bit of that for that Milano late hit, Maybe Sherfield can, bust him off a piece. Something like that. Yep. But yeah, the Jets just, I don't know. They always play. They were, where the Jets were? The Jets were like a spoiler team, and they were just dirtbags, as you know. And their fans in New York are terrible. Like the MetLife Takeover, I've never been. Love to go. Maybe one of these days, it'll be in the cards. Maybe even better, one of these days I'll take the show on the road, go to the MetLife Takeover, and set it up El Capitan style. Throw everybody off with the purple jacket. They won't know who the hell this guy is with the aqua and the purple. And I'll get face painted up and go there and just maybe get in a good old tussle with a bunch of Yanks. It'll be good old time, man. And then afterwards have a couple drinks, because there ain't nothing like just throwing down and then chilling afterwards. It's kind of cool. But yeah, to me, it was always the Bills. Don't want to, didn't like their fans, didn't like how they conducted themselves. And so to me, and that's why it's pissed me off about how we've dealt with the Bills up until yesterday, And I felt like a victory would be in hand, and look at that. And I mean, literally, I don't think anyone talked the kind of shit we did here on the network. So, again, if we were wrong and the Dolphins lost, they could have come at us, but I never doubted them for a minute. Hey guys, real quick, just to give you an idea of some of the awesome stuff that they have on Backroom Collections, where you can get 10% off using offer code #TFTG. Wanted to show you guys this. It's the new Tua is him thing that they made. Just to give you guys a little idea of some of just completely unique type of fan stuff that they'll have on there. So yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? That's pretty dope. So figured I'd show you guys that. Oh, the Cowgirls won. Yeah, Pamela. They got no class, up and down. I want to go to a Bills game too and then talk smack the whole game. But let's be real, guys. It's going to be so freezing in Buffalo. They always put the games in like late November, December, whatever. And I'm not going there in that time of year. First of all, travel in holiday season that far. I ain't got no family there. My entire family are a bunch of Floridians. Ain't nobody up there no more. My mom had a couple of Yanks up there, but minimal. The rest of us on my dad's side, everybody's all lives in Florida. I don't think anyone lives any more north than I am. Everyone's south of me, and I'm in Florida, so that should tell you. I've got no reason to go there other than to the game, and maybe I'd go and see the falls, but I'm not going there in the friggin' blizzard winter. I'm a Floridian, dude. It's it's cold, hurting my bones thinking about it. No way. No way, ain't doing it. Get a game in September, and then I'll go there. Maybe. I don't even... Nah, I ain't going. I ain't going. Town's disgusting, bro. You got me fucked up. No way. Yeah. So, there's an injury report that came out today. Let me pull it up, guys. Now, do not take too much stock in this injury report because it's a Monday. They don't really practice on today, but they do have to release an injury report because it's a short week. It'd be like, as if it was Wednesday when it's actually Monday. You catch my drift? So, did not practice. Teron Armstead with a toe. Sethan Carter still in concussion protocol. Xavier Howard, groin/glute. Didn't practice. All these guys didn't practice. Robert Hunt, his shin. Odd. Melvin Ingram, vet rest. Brandon Jones, his chest. Hunter Long, still out with the ankle. Tua with his back and ankle. And Jalen Waddle with a groin. As far as other guys go, Raekwon Davis, who didn't play in Sunday's game, he's limited with a knee, so I expect him to probably be ready by Thursday. Javon Holland was limited with the neck. Cater Kahoo limited with an ankle. Greg Little limited with finger. We've seen Greg Little. That's good that Greg Little was still limited and did not participate because we need him for Thursday for sure. Zach Sealer with a hand was limited, and Cedric Wilson with a rib and toe injury. He was still a little bit limited as well. Something I wanted to point out from this is that, what's up, Super Bowl bound? Something I wanted to point out in all this is something I wonder about the game plan on Thursday. So, you guys know, and I've got a film breakdown you can find. I did it a few weeks back where I went into what I expect to see out of the Dolphins and Mike McDaniel in this offense and the run scheme. And we've seen some of them in these last 3 weeks. We've seen some of the outside zone, some of that inside move stuff. We've seen Raheem Mostert bouncing it to the outside. We've seen this run game be effective at times, but not the run game I don't want to say it had thought or hoped, because it is far and away vastly approved, but I don't think we've seen Mike McDaniel's masterpiece as a run game coordinator that he is. A guy who's super about his blocking. And the offensive line hasn't really blocked the way out of the running game that I had hoped for certain at this point. But Cethan Carter's been out in a concussion protocol. Hunter Long, a little bit of an ankle injury. I wonder if both those guys dress this week in bringing a little bit more, 11 and 12 man personnel, smash mouth football out of the run game, little play action, little zippity doo dah with the one or two wide receivers that are out there on the field, and try to get a little bit more clock management, keep possessions and drives longer, give this defense a little bit of time because they played a shit ton. Now, I expect my defense to be my defense. This is the best damn defense the Dolphins have had. Well, we've had this defense for a few years now. But, man, it's a fire defense, as you guys know. They dropped 2 pick sixes and 3 other interceptions. There was 5 near interceptions yesterday. So that game could have gone all the way in the Dolphins' favor if the Dolphins got even one of those, much less getting 2 or 3. But I still expect the defense to handle their business. We know Joe Burrow's got some weapons. Their running back is really good, but their O-line is weak. And the D-line had quite a bit of a coming out party yesterday. And we're going to see that in the film here shortly. But I want this offense to not make up, because it's not like they didn't execute well at times, yesterday. But I want them to do the defense a favor. And if you guys listen to the interview with Tyreek Hill that I got on here when he was in the locker room, it's on the show. You can check it out later if you haven't. He was all fun and games with his hater blockers on and everything like that. But the second he started, they asked him about the defense, he got real serious and really, thankful for what the defense had done for him and done for this team and grinding out a win. So, maybe we get Cethan Carter in there. Maybe Hunter Long comes in there. We start stacking this line a little bit, using our edge power and, grind out some good old-fashioned run game, sir. That's right, Nando. What's good, Nando? The defense will continue to be the way they are, but I'd like to see some of this run game. It's a short week. We traveling. It would be the smart game plan as a coach to say, hey, let's take care of my team. Let's take care of my defense. Let's make sure this week we're gonna run the ball super effective. We're gonna look like a different football team at times. We're gonna be a running football team all of a sudden. Maybe bring Myles Gaskin in. Have some fresh legs. Myles Gaskin, a little shifty boo. You know what I'm saying? So, I really would like that. I still think Tua's going to take care of his business as long as he plays. He's going to take a couple of shots, get a little bit of something out of that. And, I think that's a solid game plan. Now, I'm going to look at the Bengals 22 tape tomorrow. We're going to do a little breakdown of that. Look into where we could poke some holes in that story of the Bengals. Listen, they're feeling themselves all this, but they beat the Jets 27-12. Big whoop. Okay, haven't looked good. And for whatever reason, the Dolphins are 3-0, beating the Bills, the Ravens, and the Patriots. And they're going against the Bengals, who are 1-2. Just beat the Jets. Ooh la la. And got spanked. They didn't really get spanked. They lost in an overtime game to the Steelers. But, where's the respect? Feels disrespectful. I feel disrespected in some ways. Dolphins, that's okay. When are the Dolphins going to show up and be favored? Is the real question. When are they going to be a heavy favorite because everyone's going, oh shit, watch out. Tua Tagovailoa can throw the hell out of that rock. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are damn near unguardable. The Dolphins' run game putting it together like nobody's business. And don't forget, they got a defense that can be coupled with this offense that can make them one of the best football teams in the NFL. Where's the respect? That ain't no lie. Greg, they hate us because they ain't us. And it is what it is. What's up, Dolphins Realtor? Well, Dolphins Realtor, he says, I'm becoming convinced that the Dolphins won't have a high-scoring game unless they have to. Well, that's kind of been our deal. But you notice what it is now. In years past, we would have a decent team, and we would play down to the talent we played. This year, we got a good team, and we're playing up to the talent that we got. This is feeling different. And I want to really make that assessment and make sure those words ring true later in the season when we face a team like the Jets, for instance. The Jets lose again, and they're 1-3. Or wait, did the Jets even win a game? I can't even remember. Anyhow, they're 1-3, we'll say. I think they're 1-3. And we go in and play the Jets. I want to see us handle the Jets. Teams like that. They're the Joe Flacco-led Jets. I want to see the Dolphins beat them, 31-33-10. 31-33-13, something like that. That's the kind of beating I want to lay on a football team to go, oh yeah, this team is for real. They're not only playing up to the talent and beating those teams, but when they play teams that they should beat, they're not playing down to that level either. They're continuing to stay consistent. We need consistency in the wins and loss column with the play all the way around. And just remember, guys, these 3 victories have come, a little bit more of the defense than the offense in the first game for sure. Offense pulling out, out of their bag in the second game, and the defense handling their business and then some in this last game. I really don't feel like we've seen a full-on Miami Dolphins offense, defense, special teams play at the highest clip of their effectiveness. From the roster, from the game plan, from the execution, all in one, them playing like the elite talent that they can. And still winning football games, so while we're figuring it out, we're still getting W's, and that's good. We're a good team that is a great roster with great coaching that by the end of this football year, things go right. We'll be a great team catching that momentum into the playoffs where shit's starting to click. That's the teams that not only get in the playoffs, they make noise in them playoffs. And that's the type of football team I think we're going to be riding on around this month. That's what we finna get. That's happening. I'm ready. I'm Matchbox 20 money. So. You hate to say it, but until Vegas bets on us, it's facts, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right, Pamela. It is the way it is, and I don't sweat it. I want to be taken lightly, and really, sorry, but respect is never given, it is only earned, and the Dolphins are earning theirs and reminding people what this franchise, what this team, what this city, what this state, what these people, what these fans really are. We're trendsetters, bro. We win. You know it. We look cool. We look good. We are cool. It is what it is. You don't have to be upset. Hate us because they ain't us. Whatever you want to put in there, it's all right. And, it wouldn't be the first tool we'd have to deal with. Wouldn't be the first try hard we got to deal with. And as of late, the first casuals. We're seeing plenty of them. I notice I don't see a lot of them tonight, but that's okay. I did swing by the Buffalo Fanatics, went by there, dropped a little trash talk to the guys. They were being real cool about things. Giving the Dolphins, the Dolphins are good. You know what? I told everybody before the game they're going to get served their piece of humble pie, and it's going to help them. And I'll tell you what, just listening to their fans, listening to the guys at Buffalo Fanatics, they started having a little bit of intra-perspective, looking at their quarterback going, yeah, there's the guy we've seen struggle in close games. There's the guy and stuff like that. Giving, wow, Tua and the Dolphins said a lot of good things. And I appreciate that. Still debating on whether or not I want to clip it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? We'll see. But my point of it all is that this is a learning and growing moment for Buffalo, and Tua's gonna help raise his kid well, and maybe you guys will not lose and become a losing type of infamy. Well, no, you'll still lose, but at least you won't be how you were, looking through the Dolphins, pounding your chest, declaring yourself undefeated potential, and all that other nonsense you guys been crowing about all the time. I'm probably going to clip it, Carla. I ain't going to lie. I'll clip it, guys. We'll figure it out. Especially because you guys seen where they clipped me in color. I'm going to show you guys just real quick. And this was just kind of, I told Color right around this time, and the day before, I was talking cash shit about the Bills, because I've been hearing them in spaces and things like that, just chirping, feeling all proud of themselves. And then they have the nerve to just talk like they're going to walk through the Dolphins. I didn't like it. So I was like, okay, who the hell these guys they are? And I talked shit about them the whole time. Then Color during the day, that next day, was, talking a lot of his shit. And, man, where the hell is it? I was like, yeah, Color. Color made a prediction, and we kind of just mentioned, like, listen, they're one Josh Allen thumb injury away from being potentially third or last in the division, was what we were saying. They're built on a house of cards, and it all goes on Josh Allen. And the Dolphins proved that in their game plan by how they dealt with him, pretty much using 7 or 8 in the box at mostly all times to contain him. And it's put on all of him, and the Dolphins and other teams have, made him try to beat you. You failed. But they had the nerve to go ahead and clip us and try to poke fun at it and say that, all this stuff. I did see the excuses, Mike. I might even pull that I might make a little bit of something. If I got time, this is a short week. Might have to wait until after the football game. We'll see. I got family in town. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about here and let you guys listen in. But here it is. This is, you guys know what that looks like. There's my thingy down there, and there's Color. And here it is.
I think it's even easier than that. Buffalo Bill fans are kind of like their quarterback. They're poor winners, and they're getting caught, believing, smelling their own shit for that reason. And they're thinking it, but now they're seeing the Dolphins a more competitive team, a team that for the most of time, other than the Jim Kelly in recent memory, we've kept in their place at the bottom of the division. That they're looking at us trying to figure, oh no, you're not coming nowhere. They think they're sitting atop somewhere, and I'm telling you, they're a couple of bad games away from being third in the division if they're not due.
Yeah, and that's the prediction I've made. I'm gonna literally put my money where my mouth is. I'm gonna make that bet. It's at plus 1,600 on the money line, okay? And it is Dolphins, Patriots, Bills, Jets. That's the order. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll lose money. But I'm telling you, one little thumb injury away from all of that party stopping right in its tracks.
That ain't no lie. In the final quarter of the season, when things are a lot closer than Buffalo ever thought they were going to be, probably being 1-1 with the Dolphins and tied for wins in the division, they're going to be biting their nails going, hey, wait a minute. We were supposed to run away with the AFC East. And I'm telling you, they don't want to see us coming. So that's why they're trying to figure out ways to keep us down in the basement in some ways.
I mean, literally, guys. I mean, were we right or were we right? And the second part of the prediction will come to pass. In the final quarter of the season, Dolphins probably will be tied, you know, if not one game ahead, one game behind potentially the Bills. And they're going to be counting wins and losses for the Dolphins, going, damn, if we don't win by this margin or do this, the Dolphins are going to win this. You know, they're gonna take the AFC. I'm telling you, it is going to. And that, I just want to point this out too. That and that alone, them worried about the Miami Dolphins, not even playing them, thinking about seeding, worrying about us taking their shit, is going to be what sticks in their craw in the playoffs while they'll drop another playoff game and be that team that they've been. All the people on their side and letting everybody down. And the media and all of them alike will, again, have their foot in their mouth. I'm going to try to find that clip because I thought that was it, but they got a whole clip. I mean, they're making fun of me in color, calling us dumb, calling us we don't know anything. You know, I got to find it. It was a ways away, but give me a second. I know they got it. It had like 75,000, close to 100,000 views, the whole thing. You know, I mean, we were the most popular thing on their network. Let's put it that way, guys. El Capitan and TFTG, most popular thing on Buffalo Fanatics Network, for sure. You're welcome. I'm glad we could boost you guys up a little bit. And it was awesome serving you guys some humble pie. And, you know, making sure you guys, you know, recognize who your daddy is. And Tua, you know, comforting this, you know, so sweet like. Such a sweet Tua, man. Such a good guy. Such a good guy. If you guys give me just a second here, I'm going to find it. And it's going to be worth it. Because here they are talking their smack. Watch what. I'm going to find out that they took it down or something. I'm going to have to literally go back my show that show again to show everybody what I was finna have to try to say on the show showings. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, hold on. We're getting close. We're getting close. Hold on. I mean, this is all the way back in either early September, you know, late August when we said this. So it wasn't like we weren't going after them or going after the Bills early and often, because I already knew what time it was. I thought the Dolphins were going to be 1-1 when we got in there, that we would potentially drop one to the whatchamacallit, but I knew we were coming out 2-2 because I knew we were going to take care of business against the Patriots and we were going to take care of business in the Bills. And now looking at how terrible the friggin' Bengals have played, Dolphins should be 4-0, hop skipping away from 5-0. And I'll be taking the Dolphins, plus the Dolphins won me money this week too. Money I won't touch, it just stays in the betting thing. I need that for all year. I didn't have much to begin with, but they kept the betting segment alive. Thank you, Dolphins, because you guys won me some money on BetUS. Hold on, I think this is it. Oh, no. Man, we're all the way back in August 27th. Still haven't found it. Just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna find it. I need to retweet this anyhow, because if I'm gonna make some kind of you know, back talk video, smack talk video, I'm gonna need this. Holy cow! I wish Color was around. He could tell me when he got it. In the meantime, guys, why don't I go ahead and pull up some of the player interviews while I do this. See, look at that. We'll multitask, guys. First things first, let's go ahead and pull up And I haven't had a chance to check out any of the player interviews either, so let's go ahead and we'll start with Duke Riley. I don't know why.
So when you look back at Sunday's game, it was a lot of you guys on defense. That was the most snaps you ever played in a game. Can you recall ever playing on a game that many snaps and that hot?
Well, I didn't play like every snap of defense, so I mean, but I played way more. I played more snaps in the actually the Bills games last year at the Bills.
Just in general about the
But it
impact
was
of
like in the
defense.
heat, like it was a difference. So yeah, it kind of like plays a big part in it. It was definitely one of the hotter games that I've played in. But just living in Miami, being from New Orleans, you know, like I'm used to the heat, you know. So it's kind of like playing at LSU. You know, I've been in the heat my whole life, so I'm kind of used to it. I just when I know it's gonna be like a hot game like that, I kind of like I get extra IVs. I make sure I drink extra Pedialyte before the games. I always try to, you know, stay ahead of the curve.
Speaking of LSU, how much did you enjoy watching Burrow and Chase in college?
Oh man, I was there for the national championship game, obviously in New Orleans. That was like the only good that happened in 2020. That was COVID year that we all know. Um, I mean, those two guys players. I mean, I told Joe Burrow when I first met him, you know, I was like, man, you're my favorite college player ever, you know, like, and that's hard to say because I've, you know, had a lot of people that I used to watch that I used to like, but Chase.
Yo,
from New
what?
Orleans, I've always seen him. He played at Rummel, so I've always knew he was going to be that type of.
I mean, I really like Duke Riley, but I don't know if you needed to say all that. I mean, I guess greatest college player. What? I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
Caliber receiver, and just to see him like from high school to college to now, it's just like
ability in modern
What the hell's
work.
going on? What's going on, man? I don't know what happened to my
For the
friggin'
past 5 years,
whatchamacallit,
the T2 work pen.
but
it's just something that's
my premium
beautiful
isn't
thing to see.
working.
And yeah, so we
For
do have
some
a quick
reason.
turnaround, and we're playing them. So I think that we get
not
to it.
in
You know,
the-
we ever had
there's
some
some-
extra meetings today, and looking forward to a Thursday night game. You know, prime time. It's something that every player I think in the NFL looks forward to because those are the games that everyone's watching, and we're well aware of that. You know, so I think it's going to be a great game, a AFC matchup, and it's going to be a fun one.
What's the feedback you've been receiving from coaches on your play when you get your opportunities in that rotational role?
Being that we have such a quick turnaround, you know, it's like the coaches really don't really talk about the game that we just did that much, I guess you can say. Definitely got good feedback after the game. I played hard, I try to always do my job at least, you know, to the best of my abilities. So regardless, my coach trusts me enough to like know that I'm gonna always do my part at least, you know, to help the team, regardless of what it is and what I have to do. Special teams, defense, it doesn't matter. But just like moving on and moving forward, just because of the quick turnaround on the Thursday game, you don't really have. You know, today's a really big recovery day for us. You know, being that we played in a game like that yesterday with a bunch of heat, and you know, guys were cramping up. I'm drinking pickle juice on the sideline because I'm feeling like I'm about to cramp. You know, like so, and I usually don't. So that's how hot it was because I usually don't even feel that, and I had to do it extra during game and at halftime. So
You like the taste?
of what, pickle juice? Nah. I don't think no. I mean, some people do, but I don't. You know, especially like the pickle juice wasn't even cold. You know what I mean? So, I mean, just thinking about drinking hot pickle juice, right? It's already bad, but then you drink it hot. So, but other than that, I think you gotta do whatever you gotta do to not cramp. You know, so.
You mentioned you didn't even play nearly every defensive snap. Some guys
Right.
did.
Some guys did, yeah, for sure. I think I want to say Javon Holland played 94 snaps the whole. Like that's like. I don't think I've ever played 90 snaps in one game, you know, before my whole life. Maybe at LSU, maybe, but I mean, that kid has a lot of energy. We all know that, and I mean, he played every play like full to his best ability. So like, just having a guy like that who can go that long and compete that long, and who can stay consistent that long, it's honestly a beautiful thing to see that we all don't even not really appreciating as much, I think. But I think that he's a great player, great man, great teammate. I love playing with him, and just to see him do that and not come out, not even, it's like I didn't even know he was tired during the game because he never like said anything about it. You know, usually somebody like, man, like, boy, it's hot out here. You know, the whole time he like, hey, yo, we got to lock in. You know, like, so it's just great to see, man, a young leader in our eyes, a young, you know, he's got the C on his chest for a reason. You know what I mean? As a second-year player, that's hard to do. Usually, like a second-year quarterback, maybe will get it, you know, but like not a second-year. You don't see a lot of second-year safeties in the league with that. So just like that right there, it shows you a lot about him.
When talking to other guys on the team, you know, and describing Tua, you know, they say Tua's Tua. I was curious from somebody that's in the building with him every day. You saw him last year. You've seen him now. What does that mean, and how have you seen him grow inside the
Man, somebody was saying this on the sideline, like Tua's just growing up in front of everybody's eyes. You know, like it's just. I've always knew what the type of player Tua was. I love the type of person he is. He's always positive. You know, I've never seen Tua, I've heard Tua say anything negative about a person or individual since I've known him. You know, and I even knew people who knew him at Alabama that was real close. And they say the same thing, you know, like I told his parents, I met his pops the other day, and I was like, yo, y'all raised a great man, you know, like not even a great football player, he's a great man and individual. And just seeing him like stick to his course, stick to the things that he knows, stick to his routine, stick to the script, you know, like every single day Tua comes in here and he's a professional, regardless of what it is, you know, and he's always encouraging people, always helping people. He's like he's a great person, man. I'm so glad and happy to see that like people just seeing what he's doing now, and you know they're excited about it, you know, but like they don't really see the work that he's putting in, you know, throughout the process. That's why like it's a blessing that we do get to show people, and like on game day, and especially like on a Thursday night, you know, with everybody watching, what you can do. And Tua just like I said, sticking to the script. And like I knew in OTAs, like watching, but like I knew that, you know, with the offensive personnel and everything that we brought in with Mike as the head coach, I knew that it was going to be a great thing and a great change for Tua, because sometimes change is better, you know, like, and it can benefit and help. And in this situation, you know, Tua being in the NFL is starting to slow down for him a little more. And I mean, we're seeing now he's only in his third year, you know, like he's going to continue to, I think, improve just because of the work ethic he has. You know, you could tell Tua he's doing good right now, but I bet you any money he's going to tell you he need to get better. You know what I mean? It's just the type of person he is, and he's just always been like that his whole life. He's been a competitor, regardless of if it's football, golf, or ping pong, or singing karaoke at his house. So I'm telling y'all right now, he can sing his tail off. Tua is, hey, he funny, man. Y'all don't even know. I wish everybody knew. I'm just fortunate enough that I know. You know what I mean? He can sing, man, and he can sing any song. I've seen it sometimes that I would never even know. It just lets you know, like, how good his energy is and how positive, how great person he is, and how his family raised him. You know, I love Tua, man. I love Tua.
Quick two-part question, if I may. Were you on the field for the butt punt? And how much fun have you guys had with that over the last 24 hours?
So, yes, I was on the field in the butt punt. They loaded the box up. Actually, like, I know this might sound crazy, but I think the butt punt might have helped us. Because in that situation, they loaded up the box. They brought their corners in, which brings our gunners in.
Ain't nothing like a butt punt to help you out.
Like, oh, yo, let's rush them. We about to block this. And they didn't even rush us. Like, I mean, they brought like a little pressure maybe up in the A gap on the snapper, That's normal what people do. But like on the outside, they wasn't really rushing hard. Usually people are rushing hard in that situation. They wanted to load the box up and keep everybody packed in. Usually when we're backed up punt, the punter knows like, yo, we got to do a one-step punt. We got to get the ball out quick. So usually he's not hitting his best ball. So the fact that, with the time, the ball stayed in the air for, I don't know, 4 seconds. I don't know how long, 2-3 seconds. And if we punt that ball, they get way better field position. I mean, Thomas had like one of the best punts I've ever seen on a kickoff. Ball stayed in the air so long, and then the returner, gave us extra time by running, trying to chase the field. So it honestly worked out in our favor, as crazy as it sounds. I mean, during the time, you're like, oh, damn, like, they need to only get in field goal range now, but we never blinked. We moved on from it, and it actually, like I said, I think it worked in our favor, as crazy as it sounds. You don't ever want to give up a safety or, be in a situation like that, but I think that the way the game was rolling and the way everything happened, it worked in our favor. Oh. I appreciate y'all.
You're not a dish.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I love me some Duke Riley. Dude, he got that energy that, I don't know, he's just funny. He just seems like a light dude. Seems like a great guy to hang out with. Hilarious dude. I love me some Duke Riley. Those locks, can't take nothing away from that. You got all the flowing hair and stuff. He's got good energy. Seeing him out there making some plays, what a good dude. Let's bring up Robert Hunt next. Robert Hunt got a couple of snaps there at right tackle. So shout out to Robert Hunt taking care of, coming in relief.
It's hot, so I think that's enough. It's always hot here. Like I said, I wear this every day. So I don't know if I actually wish that, but.
You've been here for a couple of years now. Obviously, the record is different, but internally, what can you say is different about this team, the set of players here, the coaching staff, the environment?
Man, I just think we got a locker room full of guys that care about each other, that willing to go out and battle for each other and put their body on the lines every week, man, just try to get a win. I think that's just like a lot of high character guys in the room, man.
Tua specifically, I'm sure you've heard the noise. There's always he's a polarizing guy. Where have you seen him grown the most, over the years and really in the first 3 weeks of the season?
I don't know, man. I think Tua's always been a guy with leadership, character. He's been him since day one, man. Like I haven't seen much change, Tua's just been Tua, man, and we love to see. We love to see the publicity of it and everybody looking at it differently, but we've been seeing it for a while.
Your sense of pride or joy seeing that praise now, just knowing.
Yeah. I'm extremely happy for him, man. We have a long season ahead, and I'm excited to keep doing what we're doing. He definitely deserves it.
Well, thankfully, it turned out not to be serious, but how scary was it to get kind of rolled up on the side of your leg there yesterday?
It was all right. I wasn't really scared. If I can get up and move, I knew I was gonna be okay. So I tried to stay in. They told me I had to get out, but it is what it is. I'm fine.
Something to monitor on the week, or you feel you'll be okay?
I'll be fine.
And watching Tua, what was your perspective of him going out, coming back in, and what he was able to do in the second half?
Tua's just Tua, man. Tua's a hard-nosed guy. He's tough, and he wanted our captain on his team, and he did what he did, man. He did what he had to do, and that's, that we won a football game, so that's all that really matters. That we're excited about that.
What are you seeing from Greg lining up next year?
A lot of great things, man. Greg's doing fantastic. He communicates well. He plays hard, man, and I think we got a bunch of guys in that room that does the same. So it's exciting to see Greg get his burn and do what he's doing.
You mentioned the shirt. We've seen you wearing it before, but yesterday in particular, you got guys cramping up. A lot of Bills guys had to go. Players were out there struggling. Is it a mindset? Is part of it when you wear a shirt like that, it's kind of mind over matter sort of thing?
No, it really is. But That's the way we look at it, man, because it is hot here. We know it, and we use that to our advantage. So when we're practicing and when we're doing what we're doing, we do say that, you know what I mean? We wish it was hotter because we know our opponents may struggle in the heat because it's a little different, but we get to work in it every day and try to embrace it.
And short week, obviously, usually it's a 24-hour rule to celebrate a win, stuff like that. The challenge of turning around quickly with a tough opponent coming up on Thursday night.
You know what time it is. These guys are pros. Let them know, Robert.
Like you just said, man, we enjoyed the win last night, and we back in here today getting to work and watching those guys, and you know the game will be here before you know it. So we're getting ready for them.
On that subject of the heat, watching your defense be out there for 90 plus plays, what was your thought on how they persevered through all of that?
Unreal, man. Those guys are warriors. They've been that way. You know, we go against them all, like we want to get them all camp, and we know what they're about. Those guys are tough guys, man. Those guys are the real deal.
Going against the defense, talking about that, what have you observed about Melvin Ingram? And he's made some big plays in these 3 games so far.
Mel's a dog, man. He's really good. He's been good. We all know he's been good in this league for a while. And he can play, man. He can just flat out play. And lining up against him in camp, you know, you gotta be with it because he can do a lot of different things. He can power. He can rush, get the edge. He's a dangerous rusher, man. He's good. He's really good.
All right, so it took some digging, but I found it. This was over 2 months ago. Just about 10 weeks ago, maybe even 12 weeks ago. So it was almost 3 months ago. I had Ali and Color come on, and we got to take a look at the video because I can't find it. Maybe they have it on their thing, and I'll go back and look on their YouTube where they were, you know, making fun of us for our predictions. But you know, but we get to watch us watch it, and we'll watch it again. So here we go. Punches in there. So let's go ahead and so you guys can check it out. And here's, you guys remember this.
I think they're sitting atop somewhere, and I'm telling you, they're a couple of bad games away from being third in the division if they're not due.
You mean to tell me you guys think you can push the number 1?
Please talk to me about how in the hell 2 teams are finishing over the Bills.
Dolphins, Patriots, Bills, Jets.
That's right.
Now they're seeing the Dolphins a more competitive team. We've kept in their place at the bottom of the division.
What the did the Patriots do for you to put them in number 2?
I mean, there's levels to this, right? There's levels to how you
notice the classic deflecting, bringing it about the Patriots. Has nothing to do with Patriots, just to illustrate the point. But again, they want to defend the Patriots because they're viewing themselves as the new Patriots, and this is the bubble I'm trying to burst for them.
try to psych yourself up as a fan for your team, especially when you're on the fence like Miami is. To take it to that level where you're
I'm enjoying this, guys.
Down to third in the division.
One little thumb injury away from
Did
all
I
of
stutter?
stopping right in its tracks.
When you have to say they're one nick away from, then you know you done. Stop it. Shut the f up.
I understand. Second, if a meteor hit the stadium and the Bills dropped a couple games to second, okay, fine.
Shut the f up.
I was as delusional as that when the Bills weren't good, you know, back in the day. I would try to come up with any scenario in my mind possible to convince myself the Bills were going to make the playoffs. But there was never a moment in time during that era that I said, I'll tell you right now, a couple bad games. New England and Tom Brady, they can finish third.
Yeah, that's why you never beat them like we did.
New players on the
That's exactly right, Color. I'm glad you pointed that out. To that point, that's why you guys got beat up by the Patriots. You never thought about
exactly why y'all never changed for so long.
See how great this is right now? How great is this right now?
What kind of argument is that?
2021, the 2021 standings in the AFC East. Do you know how many games?
You know what? This is a good show. I see why you guys watch it. Listen to these motherfuckers. These guys are good.
Separated Buffalo, New England, and Miami. One game between all three teams.
Yeah.
One game. That's how close it was. So yes, it is obvious that you were one thumb injury away from finishing third.
They don't
Let him know,
realize.
Ali.
They don't
It's actually
realize
1.5 because they beat
They
us
don't
twice,
realize
but
that either the Patriots or us still had a chance to win the division when we went into Tennessee.
That's right. And for the
I'll work on this
start
as soon
and
as
the
possible.
putrid offense we rolled out with all year last year, to think you can then continue to look through the Dolphins in this manner, you got another game coming. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, and all we got to do is say, hey, we've beaten the Patriots. Turn our back, walk away, and let the Patriots come after you guys, because y'all are looking right through them too. I ain't gonna defend them. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I've already said my piece about the Patriots. But yeah. Okay, they were one game behind you guys.
All right, for everybody who's just getting here because we've crossed the hour mark, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Let me set the table a little bit for everybody, and I'll rewind it ever so slightly. So this is me and Color and Ali responding to a video of Color and I talking about the Bills. So let me go ahead and explain to you guys the massive amount of confusion that's happening. So around 2.5 months ago, Color and I started taking a look at the Bills because I felt like this team could compete with the Bills, and that the Bills, had holes in their game that we can exploit as a football team with talent. And as I looked in and progressed, I said, hey, you know what? If I still see the same things, they're kind of thin in the secondary. They're kind of thin, in how the whole ideology of their football team leans on their quarterback in this way, that if anything happens to him in any sort of way, bad game, injury, take it as you will, they were going to fold like a house of cards. And that the Dolphins are coming up the backside, getting ready to take a piece of that ass. And they had the gall to laugh at us, to point it out, to make their own receipts is what this is. This is a video of their receipts. And I have now used their receipt to have a receipt for them. So we'll watch it. I just rewinded it back a little bit, but we'll watch it again. So you'll see me down here watching us, watch them. And here we go. Go ahead and so you guys can check it out. And here's, you guys remember this.
I think they're sitting atop somewhere, and I'm telling you, they're a couple of bad games away from being third in the division if they're not you.
You mean to tell me you guys think you can push the number one?
Please talk to me about how in the hell two teams are finishing over the Bills.
Dolphins, Patriots, Bills, Jets.
That's right.
Now they're seeing the Dolphins a more competitive team. We've kept in their place at the bottom of the division.
What the did the Patriots do for you to put them in number two?
I mean, there's levels to this, right? There's levels to how you
notice the classic deflecting, bringing it about the Patriots. Has nothing to do with Patriots, just to illustrate the point. But again, they want to defend the Patriots because they're viewing themselves as the new Patriots, and this is the bubble I'm trying to burst for them.
try to psych yourself up as a fan for your team, especially when you're on
psyching myself up, guys.
To take it to that level where you're going to knock the Bills down to third in the division.
One little thumb injury.
John, has nothing to do with Mac Jones, and yeah, they're probably cooked. But this was almost 3 months ago that we were saying this, at least all of 2 months, 2.5 months. So it was us just pointing out that the Bills think that they can look through the Dolphins, and that they think that they're just going to waltz in with another AFC East crown and another, first round bye in the playoffs. Like they're going to just waltz into the Super Bowl like they're somebody. And you know what? Now we get to, yes, delicious.
Away from
Did
all
I
of
stutter?
the stopping right in its tracks.
When you have to say they're one nick away from, then you know you done. Stop it. Shut the up.
I understand. Second, if a meteor hit the stadium and the Bills dropped a couple games to second, okay, fine.
Shut the up.
I was as delusional as that when the Bills weren't good, back in the day. I would try to come up with any scenario in my mind possible to convince myself the Bills were going to make the playoffs.
Now I'm the delusional
There was
fan.
never a moment in time during that era that I said, I'll tell you right now, a couple bad games, New England and Tom Brady, they can finish third.
Yeah, that's why you never beat them like we did.
New players on the
That's exactly right, Color. I'm glad you pointed that out. To that point, that's why you guys got beat up by the Patriots. You never thought about
Exactly why y'all never changed for so long.
You never had an opportunity to even consider yourself in position to usurp.
What kind of argument is that?
2021, the 2021 standings in the AFC East. Do you know how many games separated?
Listen, Buffalo loses a game. Patriots win a game. Jets win a game. All of a sudden, they're tied for third in division. Shit, if the Jets or Patriots would have won Sunday, that's what we'd be talking about today, is how, look at this, they're all tied for third in the division or whatever. Or they would be third or something. It doesn't matter. They're still on the way of making us right. And the Dolphins already made us right in my eyes by now being atop the division. But let's continue.
Buffalo, New England, and Miami. One game between all three teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One game. That's how close it was. So, yes.
Yeah, last year it was all within one game. Thank you, Ali.
It is obvious that you were one thumb injury away from finishing third.
Well, they don't realize. They don't realize
1.5 because they beat us twice.
They don't realize that either the Patriots or us still had a chance to win the division when we went into Tennessee.
That's right. And for the horrid start and the putrid offense we rolled out with all year last year, to think you can then continue to look through the Dolphins in this manner, you got another game coming. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, and all we got to do is say, hey, we've beaten the Patriots, turn our back, walk away, and let the Patriots come after you guys, because y'all are looking right through them too. I ain't going to defend them. I'm not going to do that anymore. I've already said my piece about the Patriots. But, yeah. Okay, they were one game behind you guys. Yeah, you tore them up. Listen, you game planned so hard to not get embarrassed by them again that you ended up jeopardizing your standing against Kansas City and lost to them with 13 seconds left.
Again, and I said this earlier, their infamy lies with failure. That's the infamy. That's what hurts. Wide right, it's 13 seconds. You type 13 seconds in a chat in any of these places, everyone already knows what you're talking about. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that it's like something the idle fan would know, but if you're on these fanatics, as everyone is, all throughout Twitter and everything, I mean, it just strolls in. When a Dolphins fan, or if any divisional fan is arguing, when a Jets fan argues with the Bills, they say 13 seconds to your face. And now you can give them all the reasons to put the Jets in the dirt, but they've got a weapon that we know hurts you. It bothers you. That's the thing. We know it works. So let's continue with more of the nonsense.
And they feel that they the top of the world. Fam, let me remind you bitches. Y'all haven't won shit in 3 years.
What if they won?
That's total projection.
What have you won?
Yeah, exactly. That's total projection.
I've been doing a very good job. I'm not trying to cuss, but
it's just crazy to me how the Bills have become that team that you want to wish so badly to fail.
I'm sweating right now. I'm glowing.
Oh, man. Guys, I'm glad I took some time. It'd been a while since I had watched that, so I don't want to say I forgot everything, but yeah, there's a lot of great material on there I'm going to have to repurpose for sure, because it's all the more different right now. So, Well, you know why the media is all on Philly being the number one power horse? That's because they predicted Philly was gonna be good. No one was predicting the Dolphins to be good outside of a select few, and even the select few always prefaced it, and myself included. I'm not gonna act like I thought we were gonna be world beaters. I always, as you see, 3 months ago, before anyone was talking football, we were predicting Buffalo gonna be on their ass, but Philly was what they predicted. They're not gonna give us, start jumping on our bandwagon until it's just too much. Once we're 8-1, 8-2, something like that, and it's inevitable, then they'll be like, yeah, watch out for these Dolphins. Holy cow, Mike McDaniel really got these guys put together. Wow, Tua's a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's how it'll go. So that's how it is. But gotten completely off the rails here, guys. Let me go ahead and get this game film up. We'll start diving into some of this stuff, running low on time. Try to make this as quick and as painless as possible, which shouldn't be too painful considering we won the game. But it's not without its, it's not without its worrisome things for sure. Let's go ahead. We shall start this game. And on that first drive that they got a touchdown on, it really looked rough. I mean, 28-yard pass, 19-yard pass, -2-yard run, 14-yard pass, 8-yard pass, 4-yard pass, run for no gain, 4-yard run, 1-yard sack, touchdown Bills. So right before, this was the Melvin Ingram sack. Let's go ahead and get this up here. And we can see kind of what went wrong on the touchdown pass. So here we are in the red zone. Let me go ahead and pull it up, guys. Dolphins running, tight formation, goal line defense all day. You know what? Looks like their offense got a little late off the snap too. Notice their left line, the left side of their line where Melvin Ingram is. This is Melvin Ingram up here. Watch their offensive line. And how about Melvin Ingram? He's worth every penny we spent on the guy. He's straight up. So let's watch it here real quick. So if Josh Allen tries to get flushed out, he gets flushed out in the pocket. You guys notice Melvin Ingram playing the outside linebacker role, drops back into coverage here and covers this soft zone. Now, everyone, we want to see Melvin Ingram, we want to see Jalen Phillips pin their ears back, but the Dolphins really don't have like a pass rush specialist. That's not how we get down. We're a hybrid style defense. So how they really want to do everything is they want to have it really mixed up. And this is a perfect example because look, in this short field and playing in this soft zone, that's his guy. And as soon as Melvin Ingram notices Josh Allen trying to rush upfield, he comes downfield. Kind of like a goalie would when someone's trying to score in there. And Josh Allen, takes the sack. Melvin Ingram. Now here they are on the next play in the red zone. This is where they score the touchdown. Let's see. I can't remember which one this was. Oh, that's what it was. And you know what? They planned to notice, and Josh Allen hit this little flat, dump off pass against the blitz often. And the film, watching the Dolphins, would read that, hey, keep your eye on Brandon Jones. He's creeping around the side and back here. He might be coming in off a blitz, in which case you can throw at the blitz. And here he comes. Nobody there to guard him. Wide open. And, the thing is, too, is that, like, what's his name? Brandon Jones, he has like full ability on not every play, but a lot of plays to blitz when he sees fit. So, hold on, let's see if we can get the end zone of this one. I guess they don't have the end zone of this one. You know, it's something that not all the 22 comes out all the time. It's kind of odd in that way. Let's go ahead and get out of this. So the Dolphins' first drive wasn't that great either. Did go for 9 plays, but only got 13 yards, only ate up 2 minutes of the clock. Penalties. Had ourselves some untimely penalties. I mean, look, first play of the game was a penalty on Connor Williams for a false start, which, I don't know, bro. Just seemed like the refs, from the moment we walked onto the field, they throw a red flag just so everybody know what time it is. Hey, Dolphins, you ain't getting away with nothing. Not even your center going up and adjusting the football a little bit. You know what? I'm going to take a look at this, too. I guarantee you it wasn't no false start. It was some bullshit. Guarantee you it's some BS. I want to take a look at it now that I'm here. Oh, wait. God, dude, this fucking film breakdown shit is so... Or the all 22 is so whack. So here's the false start play. I don't see how on earth that was a false start. Oh, all right. I see how now. The whole line moved and the center didn't snap the ball. So, all right, it was a full start. My fault. Tua comes back. We're able to... So they send... I think that's Chase Edmonds there in motion from the running back position. They got 2 wide receivers down, 2 wide receivers at the top, tight end down here at the line. They're playing too high with the nickel down here at the bottom. I mean, that's just easy money right there. Safety. Was it the safety? Let's see. So the corner takes the inside and just passes it off to the safety. He just got caught peeking a little bit. Ball's already out. Drops right into the bucket. Right there. I don't know exactly what happened on that play, because it says it's 2nd and 15. That was 1st and 15. What happened on the next play? Pass incomplete. Oh, I guess he didn't catch it? To Ingold? No. That was a pass to Ingold. I guess he didn't catch it. That should have been money right there. That was a good play design and call, and caught him sleeping a little bit. So here's a 5-yard pass to Edmonds on this one. A little sitting in the middle. Man, I would have liked to seen Tua hit whoever this is in motion. I think that's Tyreek Hill over there. The corner that ended up picking him up, the nickel down there. And look how deep the safeties are playing too. I mean, I guess they are. It's 2nd and 15, so it would make sense. But this would have been nice to pick up. Either that's Waddle or Hill coming in motion right there. A little bit of room, but pick up a 5. Brings up 3rd and 10. And then it was just, flag on the play. I think this is where we ended up getting pass interference on the pass to Trent Sherfield. So, yeah, we did. So we ended up keeping the ball on that one. So here they come in an offset eye. Tight end line up to the right of the screen. 2 wide receivers out. See how they bunch up everybody inside here. single high safety. We got the other safety creeping down here. They're showing single high. A little bit of run. See, look, when I watch the Bills, I figured this, you know, this type of run a little bit inside, you know, line gets shifted out there, that outside zone, and just take it straight up the gut was going to open up these holes. It's too bad we fell far, you know, behind there and losing time and all that nonsense. I thought we could have really chewed them up pretty good. I'll be interested to see the Cincinnati tape. Still with the high snaps from friggin' the center. I don't know what happened in that one, but just a terrible, terrible thing. Still getting those high snaps from the center. Hopefully that gets worked out. Pass was incomplete. We end up running the ball for no gain out of the shotgun and having to punt on that. So let's go ahead and fast forward just a little bit, because really the defense was doing a lot of the, you know, the good stuff. We'll take a look at this Javon Holland strip sack right here. Melvin Ingram, freaking the fumble magnet, right? Between getting them and you know, finding the ball after the fumble. So what they probably didn't notice in breaking down the Dolphins film is, and I'm guessing a great adjustment by Josh Boyer here, is to not have Brandon blitz, keep him in coverage, and have Javon be that guy. Here we got Javon at the top of the screen. Comes the blitz. Just takes the wide angle. Totally gets a piece of the arm. Ball comes flying out. Dolphins football. This sets up the Dolphins with short field position to get, you know, get ourselves in the end zone. Here's Tua out of the shotgun. They got trips formation down at the bottom of your screen. Tight end at the top. And that's, I think that's Edmonds there next to him. So that Tua takes it out. Puts a bullet. Nice little throw to the outside to Trent Sherfield. Looked like he was going to get in there. I thought he was going to get it. He wanted that touchdown bad, too. Here's where we get robbed right here. Tua totally crosses the goal line. This was where Tua said that he felt his back kind of get hurt a little bit. That affected him when he took the late hit later in the game. So here it is right here. We get to see it in live action. I mean, dude, they just collapsed in and on my guy, bro, trying to hurt him. I mean, it's just football, honestly, but a little bit of motion. Man, I love the Alec Ingold slide into motion pre-snap stuff to show the strong on the strong side, really reading it to the right type of run, and either going to take it out of your ass or going to fake it. Look at that. Alec Ingold totally got in there right there, but they didn't end up calling it. I love that stuff. So Dolphins kind of in the same formation with not having the fullback out there. They bring in an extra tight end, Mike Gesicki, on the blocking. Gonna have Hill come down into motion at the top of the screen. Chase Edmonds gonna end up putting this bad boy in there. Look, Chase Edmonds just waltzed right in there. How about Mike Gesicki, though? Mike Gesicki really turning his game up. We had questions about him in the blocking game, but check him out on this play. And he had a nice one last week. All the way on the end. Mike Gesicki just getting in there, a little bit of flutter. I was just joking, guys. I wanted you to see him not do any blocking as I praise him for blocking. But nice hole. Chase Edmonds takes it all the way in there. That puts the Dolphins tied with them 7-7 at this point. Coming off the turnover, defense doing their job, giving the offense an opportunity to score. Then they run a good 6.5 minutes off the clock, and where they literally go 7-yard pass, 8-yard pass, 8-yard pass, 4-yard pass, 10-yard pass, 1-yard run, incomplete pass. Let's see this breakup here. See how the defense broke this up. Okay, so the Dolphins have single high safety right now, showing man coverage on the outside. Hold on, let me go ahead and pull it up. Reading, showing man coverage at the top of the screen, down here at the bottom. That's Nick Needham over here playing the nickel. And 3 linebackers. We got 4 guys up front. We got Javon all the way in the back. They got a little bit of a stack formation with 2 tight ends. Well, it's actually just an extra lineman, but really showing hard run on this. Tried to fake the Dolphins out. Didn't happen. Well, that's Andrew Van Ginkel on the side there. Beautiful play underneath. Beautiful play underneath. I want to go back to that play. Around. Goodness gracious, bro. It's so blurry sometimes. See if I can get it reloaded here. Way to just take it. Man. Is that Sam McGuavin or Duke Riley? Couldn't really tell. Yep. Then they started to chew us up on the rest of this drive. They end up scoring on this. Dolphins try to keep everything underneath. There was a lot of little dump-off passes and room to play underneath. Look, here we go, playing everybody up on their asses right now. Josh Allen flushed out the pocket, ends up doing what he does, running the football. I want to say end up picking up the first down. That's when they went for it on 4th and 2. Brings up 1st and 10 for them. Dolphins playing single high with man-to-man off ball. Got Andrew Van Ginkel out here on the edge with both outside linebackers showing that they're coming with two linebackers in there. Look, Andrew Van Ginkel ends up taking his man downfield. And man, bro, Melvin Ingram just a beast. Just beats him on the inside, totally just smokes him on the inside. Let's see if we can get the hopefully they got the other angle on this one. Let's see if they got the other angle. Show me some end zone, bruh. Here we go. Yeah, they got it here. So let's pay attention to Melvin Ingram over here on the left-hand side. He comes up on this tackle. Look, he already knows he's matched up on him. It ain't no secret. He's already trying to get ready for that kickback to catch him on the outside. Melvin Ingram, being a veteran, realizes that he's kind of trying to cheat to take that outside step to catch him from trying to round off, which kind of is telecasting the play a little bit. And I would imagine that Jerome Baker notices this with the running back and realizes that running back's going to be coming out here. So here we go. Thunk takes the inside. Boom! Just gets his ass. And like I thought, Jerome Baker goes ahead and follows that fullback, whatever it was, the offset guy, tight end in the backfield, trying to act like he going to block somebody. And it would just happen all too fast. That's just heads-up football by a veteran right there. Second and 19. Damn. And that's just a hard play to beat right there. Defense was, just had a half a step on him. Had the blitz coming right up the gut. Let's see if we can get it from another angle. And, Jerome Baker coming right up the gut on that one, on a delayed blitz. Let's see who is in coverage on this. Yeah, just out of the slot right there. Want to guess that's Nick Needham or Brandon Jones. See if we can get a close-up. No, that was Keon. That was Cater Kahoo that got caught on, who's still grading out pretty well, doing pretty good work. Look, didn't even bite. Christian Wilkins didn't take the bait at all on that one, but still Josh Allen was able to get flushed out the pocket. But, hey, we'll take that. 2nd and 9 at this point. Got 3 wide receivers at the top, 1 down at the bottom. Just looks for a little dump off, man. And that's been kind of what their bread and butter was for a lot. A lot of those 400 yards was a lot of these, passes in the flat, little, shorter routes at times that got decent gains because we really just didn't want them to run up the score on us. And that's really how you beat Buffalo. Josh Allen's a freaking really good quarterback. He's hard as shit to bring down. He's nimble. It's, he's a lot of what young Ben Roethlisberger was, and just hard to bring down, can throw all the passes, got a killer arm, and so you really got to contain. But it's super hard in the red zone again and again and again to contain. Like Dolphins showing all kinds of blitz, brought the route over to the side where there was going to be no one there to get there. I mean, it was, honestly, I don't like this play call. I don't really like this play call. It's 3rd and 8. So basically they could get a first down or a touchdown. They can get to the first down at the 1, I think. Might be 3rd and goal. I don't know. But just typecasting this whole thing here. They've got the tight end. They got the running back. You only need a half a click. And everyone wants to guard the end zone. And this guy just comes over on this, this little drag route across the edge. And it's just hard to beat. Damn, was that Keon Crossan, number 23? That was his man. That's a story that they're not telling around here, is how the Dolphins in our secondary were playing, Keon Crossan and Cater Kahoo back there, having those guys, mix and match. There's communications breakdowns at times. It's stuff you can expect at times. But it is what it is. We didn't cry about it. We weren't going to, boo-hoo about the whole thing. So, whatever. We still got the dub. Young guys and injuries at corner and us shuffling guys around in our secondary from safety to nickel corner to friggin' whatever. Everybody getting snaps. We didn't allow that to stifle us. All right, so we got Raheem Moser all the way in the backfield. Tyreek Hill's down here. Looks like Durham Smythe in the back, and then that's Jalen Waddle at the top. No, there's Durham Smythe. Maybe that's Alec Ingold back there. So here's Smythe down here, Ingold on the other side. They're showing, too high safety look. They kept it in a lot of too high safety, and wisely, because you don't want us beating them downfield. Coverage backs off. Tua has a good time on this one. Is able to find the soft spot. Damn, bro. Holy cow. Tyreek Hill got obliterated on that one. I'll rewind it real quick. Buddy just freaking clean hit, though, too. Look at this hit. Alec Ingold coming into motion. Tyreek Hill sits in the zone spot. Safety comes down. Boom. Everybody tries to tee off on Hill like they someone and shit. So that's Hill and Sherfield at the top of the screen. I believe that's Sherfield, or maybe that's Cedric Wilson. You got Waddle down here at the bottom. Tua's in the backfield with Raheem Moser on his right. They tight end on the left side of the screen, showing press man down here at the bottom. He backs off. Tua comes out, finds a little soft spot for Durham Smythe. Nice pickup. I love that route for Durham Smythe because he's a big boy and he's not the fastest guy in the league, but he always seems to pick up good yardage on those passes right there. Tua with the play action, nice down the middle. This was a good play to Tyreek Hill right here. Jalen Waddle, excuse me, just doing some work in the middle of the field. I love the run after catch and shiftiness in Waddle. Tua with a great play action. Durham Smythe with a nice pickup coming across. Now, we saw him last week miss this block coming across this exact play. He comes second behind trap block. Boom! Catches it in enough time. Didn't fall on the ground like he did before. And I want to say that's Greg Rousseau he picked up on that play. Let's see if I can get the end zone pickup of this one. All right, cool. Let's look at that. They've got Cedric Wilson back there. Oh no, that's Raheem Moser. That's what I thought. They bring Sherfield into motion from the slot. Comes all the way across. Ball gets snapped. And Durham Smythe comes over here and sets his block. And just makes this throw, all happen right here. Look at he goes. Thump right there. Beautiful in the bucket. Tua still showing his accuracy all day. And Jalen Waddle just handling his business. So we've got Raheem Moser to the right of Tua. And you've got Mike Gesicki over here lined up and left. Bring River Craycraft, little play action. Mike Gesicki with a little skittle my do. Offense was driving at this point. Before Tua got that late hit, he was really cooking. And actually, in fact, after that, he was cooking pretty decently. Check out Durham Smythe. This inside stuff, again, was available. Durham Smythe, again, just coming in and setting the block in the hole first. Quick, too. Quick. Look how fast he comes in here to get out in front of Raheem Moser to allow him to have that lane to jump in. Look at him. Boom. Right there. He's following that man. Look at his blocking scheme. Out here on the edge, picking up the other man. This is the guy who makes the tackle if he doesn't come there, because everyone's got everyone. And Raheem Moser shows his skills. Shunk. Hells yeah. We had ourselves a game. Nice. Jalen Waddle out there. Look at the blocking downfield, bro. Again, Durham Smythe, bro. Again with Durham Smythe. Check him out again. Durham Smythe is a fucking champ, bro. Gets all the way out here, puts a block out on the corner or safety. I don't know. I can't see who he comes down to, and allows Waddle to come flying around here. Look. And the center downfield. Look, if the center would have been able to get out there, what a play design. Hey, all right, we want this guy to this guy to this guy, and once you know that guy has him, then I want you to run downfield, Connor Williams, and pick up a block. Hopefully it's a safety. And listen, as the timing and the execution gets down and things slow down and guys are a little bit, feeling themselves, you're going to see the center set that block, look, that half a click where he got held up in traffic. And look, you can see the timing was there, but not everything's perfect. Watch again. Watch the center. He makes sure to help the guard to the right of him and Robert Hunt. Then he's supposed to come out the backside and be, running up the field and they're going to be the two blockers. And this is what Mike McDaniel in this offensive blocking scheme, what he was trying to tell us about, that we're not only going to give our guys the ball in space, but we're going to execute the game plan in a way where there's someone out there blocking somebody. So it's not, hey, beat the man one-on-one. It's, hey, guess what? You might even be able to just cruise. You're going to have people out there. And if he didn't get hung up right here, I'm going to pause it when it happens. Look. There he is right here. Watch him get hung up on, I think that's Gregory Rousseau. Boom. There he is, hung up. Now he's got to bounce around. There he goes. Just a little bit. Still a nice pickup. We go with Gesicki in motion. And again, dude, Gesicki on a real block this time. You know, he's no Durham Smythe in the blocking game, but when you use him like this, and this is the film they'll end up studying, he'll end up making this same play, and this will be a play action. Say this same exact play in the middle of the field. It'll be a play action, and Gesicki will only be chip blocking and streaking up the middle, and he'll be able to catch the ball 5-8 yards down the field on the play action with nobody around him. And this is how you play the chess game of coaching here. So check it out. There goes Mike Gesicki in motion. Now you got two tight ends next to each other. Watch him pick up the little chip. Boom. Set down. Look, that's Milano he's on. He just took him out the damn play, bro. I mean, that Milano's getting laughed at in the film room. They're going, you let Mike Gesicki to edge you out on that run. I know it wasn't like a big gash or nothing, but I love looking at this whole setup. And there it is. Oh man, this is one of my favorite throws from Tua. He just puts a laser on this. Look at this thing. Fits it right in there. Thump. And if you notice, he looks off. He kind of looks towards the middle linebacker who ends up picking up Mike Gesicki streaking. So if you watch Tua, and I'm gonna get the other angle here. If you watch Tua, he looks in this direction up here, not where he was going to throw. He throws it over here, but he kind of looks up in this seam, which causes the linebacker to turn around. Where if not, he could have, if he was staring down his wide receivers, which he's done before. It's, you know, I don't know if it would be something that he always has done, but if he was staring down Craycraft and didn't look off the linebacker here, he could have been able to catch inside his lane. Who knows what would have happened? But watch him again. Watch his head. Thump. Then he gets over to it. Beautiful play design. Let's go ahead and see it from the other angle, and then maybe we'll just go ahead and watch the broadcast of it. Maybe that'll. All right, so here we go. Got trips up there. Man, what a play design. Having Mike Gesicki literally just come to like he's looking in the back of the end zone, which I'm sure they saw the film on, and they're thinking to themselves, a lot of Dolphins fans were thinking, hey, Mike Gesicki, end zone, here he comes, jump ball. They're thinking the same thing. Gesicki clears the lane out, gets the linebacker out of there, and as soon as Gesicki runs, Tua throws it right to that spot. Boom. River Craycraft. What a guy this Craycraft guy is. Gotta love this Craycraft guy. That puts the Dolphins tied 14-14 at that time. Buffalo ends up going 9 plays, punt. Dolphins end up going 7 plays, punt. And I think this is where we were driving on this as well. So here, we'll go ahead and play this. Dolphins defense come up with a stop. We end up getting the ball once they punt. and it seemed like a good time for the Dolphins to put this game in hand. Go score, get the ball at the half, score again. Now we got them right where we want them. But because of this series and Tua getting injured on this, the game started to get out of hand. And we're going to see why they decided to injure Tua, because watch how effective he is on this. Motion comes from the top. A little bit of handoff to the outside. Dolphins doing what they're operating to do. Little outside zone running. Chase Edmonds picking up a couple of breathing room yards. Here we go. Dolphins now showing Hill and Waddle lined up on the same side over yonder. Got Ingold down here with Edmonds out on that side. And I'm guessing that's Wilson over there. So here we go. Out to shotgun. Another little handoff for no gain. They just able to pick that up. Nice edge setting by them on that play. You're going to have that. But here's the big play. Here's the momentum type of shift. Gesicki comes into motion. They show trips. Now watch the route combination on side here. They pretty much run like an in-out, like quick stunt move here to set everyone off to confuse them. Meanwhile, homeboy goes streaking downfield. A little bit of confusion. You got man-to-man at the top. Tua gets flushed out the pocket, puts a nice one. Pickup of it was 3rd and 3, and they pick up the first down. But look at the. Here comes the rusher. Tua escapes out the back. Long after the play, right in front of the ref too. Let's watch this out the back. I mean, right in front of the ref. Ends up giving us a 15-yard penalty, but it does the damage that they want. And that's stopped Tua in the momentum he's obviously having. You know, Dolphins offense driving. Here we go. So watch Milano here. He comes out on the edge. Here he comes with the blitz. Edmonds misses him. Tua escapes. Oh, look, they didn't show it. They didn't really show it. Too bad. I guess we could see if they show it on the broadcast. I know that they did, but I don't know if they'll start the whole damn thing over. Let's see. Sometimes they'll start the whole thing over. Yep, that's exactly what they did. Oh, no, they didn't. No, they just got the play. What's going on here? Let's see. I'm going to have to go back to that play. Ugh. Goodness gracious. See if we can get this broadcast one. All right, here we go. This is a better look at it on the broadcast. Potentially. Let's see. Here comes Milano on the blitz. Edmonds misses him, rolls out. Nope. Yep. You guys all seen it. I don't even want to pull up Teddy Bridgewater coming in and going 0 for 2. Ugly as hell. Ended at the half. Dolphins get the ball at the half. We go 6 plays for 21 yards. Tua comes back. He delivers a nice strike, but the 6-yard loss right after this 22-yard hit to Hill in the middle kind of stalled the drive a little bit, made it hard, and put us behind the 8 ball. But Tua came out, showed everybody was healthy. I remember feeling, thank God, because if there's any chance we were going to win, it was him in the football game. Didn't pan out the way I wanted to on this drive, but the game did. It goes Hill in motion. This is stuff you can hopefully always count on. And earlier we saw Tua, Hill run that same kind of ordeal. They just took it a little bit deeper in the middle of the field this time. Get the sideline view of this. This broadcast doesn't always do the best on there. Sideline. Boom. So here we go. They show their hand in man coverage, and he plays the soft end and gives up the ground on the inside. Just going too fast. They just ate that run up all day. They just got lucky. They were blitzing thinking it was going to be play action. It just so happens that the run was there. That was just a lucky blitz at the right time. Brings up 2nd and 16. Two out the shotgun. Trips at the bottom. Two to the top. Dolphins go 5 wide. Tua looks. Just stumbles on his route. Just happens. I don't know where or when it happened. Got a little tangled up. But there's Tyreek right there. Yep, just got a little tangled up. Not really. You know, they closed that window. They played it pretty good. The deep linebacker kind of forced Tua to kind of put it in there, get it out a little early. Just a miscue. You're going to have that. 3rd and 16 at this point. Just not enough, man. Just not enough. So Buffalo comes back and scores a touchdown. Oh, excuse me. They come back and score a field goal. My fault. I'm trying to close this thing out. And this was a long 21 play, 9.5 minute drive right here for Buffalo, coming all the way back from the end zone. Run game was getting stuffed, but you know, it's hard to continue to maintain. Got, man-to-man coverage all day, but here we go again. They must have seen something on tape to tell them, you know, some good stuff, because here they are out of the shotgun. Josh Allen's looking at Byron Jones here in the slot covering man to man, and when Byron Jones comes off that blitz, no one's covering him. That means this deep safety, Javon Holland's got to come up to cover. Now, I don't know, maybe that's not Byron Jones, but maybe it's, but whatever, this corner blitz got burnt up. There it is right there. Had to come all the way in the back to pick him up. And it was quick, too. Dolphins don't let up, though. Always show all the men. And look, there you go again. Here it is. It ain't working one, but when it's got to come and the play has to develop, it's speed against speed. If you're going to be fast enough to get the ball off on our blitz, and so be it. But every now and again, you're not. And that's kind of the trade-off the Dolphins took today. Running back's got to, get to where he's going in the flat here to get that route. And it's just not enough clean time with the pressure in his face. It's the winning game plan, sadly enough. You gotta have one of these games that is an emotional swing. Now the Dolphins give him, a little bit of room, and then fucking Josh Allen, bro. God bless it, this guy. That's it. With them having no running game, this is what Josh Allen is forced to do. Because if we put you in a long situation in a passing down, which is 2nd and 10, I guess they could have ran, designed to run. But when you're shutting the run down and minimizing it, and then putting them in long situations, and they're trying to pass, you cover that back end. The only other option is to have Allen run the ball. And although he does it effectively, it's gonna take its toll, man. You can't do that forever. Ask anybody who plays quarterback position. God, dude, total missed tackle by Duke Riley on this one. Totally got shook by the running back. It happens. I'm sure he wishes he could have the play back. He takes a little bit of a wide angle on him. Kind of a pick play there, too. It's good play design, actually. Got man-to-man at the top of the screen. Single high safety. And then there they bring the run. Again, nothing on the run. D-line was shutting it down. Playing a little off ball. It's 1st and 10. Ooh, damn, low hit. Low hit on that one, too. I will say, I've seen them call this hit on the quarterback, this low hit, quite a bit. It was clean because it hit him in the upper thigh, and he was kind of tripped going on his way down. I think it was... Hold on, who was it that did it? Zach Sealer. Yeah, he still was able to get up in the stomach area, not hit him down below the shin. But, man, it could have been ugly. You know, if that was the Bills, they would have went right at his legs. You know, if it was Tua and the roles were reversed, would have went right at his legs, and that would have been all she wrote. But, you know, we don't play like that. Zach Sealer's a stand-up guy, and he's not going to do that. Man-to-man up at the top and the bottom. Everyone playing tight coverage. Allen got too much time in the pocket, able to find the dump-off, release valve. Christian Wilkins just comes across and puts the boomstick down. Let's watch it again. Look at Christian Wilkins playing all the way back here. Essentially, he's the spy for the quarterback in this situation. You realize that, right? Trying to look into a passing lane. Too much time has developed. So if Josh Allen tries to run, he's kind of spying him. And that's a lot to ask a defensive tackle, but whatever. And he comes up from all the way back here. What? I'm going to make a play, coach. I got to pull. Just freaking upends his ass. Let's watch this from a different angle. It reminds me of that guy from The Replacements, where he's like, give me the ball. He's like, I'm going to get you the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to get the ball. We get the ball. And he gets him the ball. It's too bad it wasn't a fumble, but it would be more to illustrate the point. Little sidearm sling. And here comes Christian Wilkins downfield. Blah! Let's see the point of impact. All right, let's watch it again. Christian Wilkins freaking, what the hustle play. He's like, yeah, baby. I'm looking for you all day. End up going to 3rd and 4. Allen out the shotgun. There goes that blitz again. Man, dude, they killed us on the blitzes, bro. Allen just... I hate that wide corner blitz, but we had to do something. And, when they were having the nickel blitz, we were getting caught. But he was still catching us all the way out wide, corner blitz all the way out there. And, I'm not saying we're making it easy on them, but for any quarterback, they see a free guy running towards them. That always should tell you is that means his guy that he was supposed to be guarding probably is open, because to sell that confusion, someone somewhere else, either a linebacker or a safety, got to come across the field to get to him. So there's that small, half a second window where that guy should be open in the time of you going your progressions or looking or whatever to recognize the blitz. And Josh Allen's been pretty damn good with that as of late. You know, before he would just tuck and run. Now he's kind of hanging in there and looking. And he's, you know, they gave him good blocking on that time, and he was able to get it all the way out to his tight end. 1st and 10 from the 37. Allen under shotgun. Look, they have completely abandoned the run. Little sidearm pass. Man, I hate that sidearm pass shit. Jerome Baker with another tackle. He had a team high of, I think, 14 or 13 tackles. Playing man-to-man at the top with Nick Needham. Josh Allen just running. Looks like it's almost a design play. But, I mean, dude, you can't be comfortable with your quarterback taking hits like that. I know he's a big boy, but break a finger easy that way. Or hurt his throwing hand. That's all that has to happen for it to be like, damn, why did I do that? God, bro. And once he starts running around, you start getting the safeties and corners to start sliding out of their zone spots. I mean, no different than when Tua, you know, is in the pocket and realizes there's no windows and starts, you know, automatically moving around just to start opening windows up with his legs. Dolphins closing up the run, gobbling them up. Jalen Phillips on that one. And this is a long, long drive. Defense out there just maintaining. And they end up taking it all the way. It's 3rd and 1 right here. Josh Allen gets flushed out the pocket. You know. End up getting that first down. They're 1st and goal. This is huge for the defense. Oh, false start on them. Out of the shotgun. Throws it out the back of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal. I guess they just moved them back and let them redo the down. Blew the play dead. Again, out of the shotgun. Trying to make those quick passes. That was just good D on that one, bro. That was just good D by Kader Kohu against Gabe Davis on that one. I want to look at that on the other angle because I was waiting for this play. Josh Allen immediately recognized the man coverage, saw the matchup he wanted, figured let's go at the new guy, and, you know, receiver made the catch. Gabe Davis, ended up making that catch. But Kader Kohu just gets his hands on the ball before he can secure it. And you know what? That's heads-up football play right there. Right here. Boom. Thump. No touchdown. Or no, that was Keon Crossan. Excuse me. It wasn't Kader Kohu. It was Keon Crossan. 3rd and goal now. Out the shotgun again. Ain't even... Gotta throw it away. Sorry. Man, let's watch that one again real quick. So we got, I think that's Sam McGuavin right here. And I believe that is... I know this is Melvin Ingram. I can't tell if that's Jalen Phillips or not. This must be a Dolphins speed package. No, that's Zach Sealer. They just collapsed the pocket. He steps out to his right, and Dolphins were able to just get the pocket wrapped around him in there. Oh no, this is it right here. That wasn't that one. This is the 3rd and goal. Yeah, Jalen Phillips on the edge with Melvin Ingram, or no, Emmanuel Ogbah and Jalen Phillips line next to each other. Yeah, this is definitely the freaking speed package over here. Melvin Ingram on the other side of the field, and I think that's Zach Sealer in the center there. Look at the boys coming with the speed, boy. Coming with the speed. I think that was Sam. Who was that with their hand? Oh, you know who that was? That was Trey Flowers in the center there. So this is, take a good look, guys. Bring in 4. This is the Dolphins gonna come after your passer with the speed package moves. They'll have Melvin Ingram on one side, Jalen Phillips and Emmanuel Ogbah on another, and then bring in Trey Flowers with a little bit lighter on it. I mean, look at how these guys just tear this bad boy up. I mean, they only bring 4. Just havoc all over the place, dude. I mean, luckily for the Bills, Josh Allen's a fucking just a hard son of a bitch to get a hold of at times. Because that could have been a sack, but still, the damage was done. Dolphins end up holding them to 3. All right. Dolphins defense doing their business. Oops. Miami ends up punting, going 5 plays for only 8 yards with 1 minute and 40 seconds on this bad boy. Terrible. 6-yard pass to Chase Edmonds. 2-yard run, pass incomplete. And that's it. So this was their only 3 and out the whole game right here. And this is where it got a little dicey. You cannot go 3 and out against this football team, and you certainly don't want to go 3 and out when they are coming on some long drives because the defense is doing what they got to do. We end up having to punt. And then the next play, once they got back from the punt, was this bomb this big run. This is the biggest run of the day by Zach Moss, by any of the rushers, including Josh Allen. Dolphins did really good at containing him, but something I noticed in watching the Buffalo game on Monday was that it's kind of a theme in the third quarter, and this goes out to anybody playing Buffalo. In the third quarter, look for this play type when Zach Moss comes on the field, because they end up gouging people with him in the third quarter. 1 or 2 pops, maybe something in the fourth quarter, then he'll disappear again, but he always gets 1 or 2 of them like this, and this is typically how it comes. Dolphins playing a little bit in, little bounce to the outside, and there he goes, just off to the races. And he's got fresh legs. It's not like he's the fastest guy in the world or anything like that, but here's a defense tired, kind of on their heels, and here comes a running back who already knows the play design. The play design is to get to the outside and try to, burn to the races. And he executes it pretty good. Nick Needham out there, been playing quite a bit, comes to close down, tries to force him inside, but doesn't take the outside angle where the help is at, and that's how he's able to bounce outside. Little bit of bad technique on Needham right there, but I'm going to blame that on, it's high. So, there goes Josh Allen. This is where they did some damage out the running game. It was their, trying to do, and that's the type of plays that, you really gotta. This is the momentum that they push. They get a couple chunk plays. Now all of a sudden everyone gets sucked up on the run, and then they'll put one over the top of you. Dolphins really did a good job not allowing them to take one to the house or do anything like that. Look, they failed. They tried to run the ball again. And that's when they start looking like a team that has limitations. That run game limitation is no joke, man. It really, doesn't help them for sure. And the Dolphins made sure to make that their, take advantage of those plays. Eric Rowe shows up in a big moment here, and I had predicted that if the defense was going to get a pick six, it was going to be, or interceptions and stuff, it was going to be Eric Rowe that did it. 3rd and 9 on this play here. Josh Allen out in the shotgun. They got man-to-man all down here at the bottom, man-to-man at the top. Essentially, this is how they like to run their offenses. Not too complicated at times for Josh Allen. They just say, hey, find your matchup. Find which one you want. Go ahead and take your guy. He's thinking Eric Rowe ain't been in here. Let's go at him real quick. One-on-one on the edge. Eric Rowe holds him. Not enough. Brings up 4th and 4, and they end up going for the field goal on what should be a chip shot. But he totally shanks it. Thump. How about Kahoo coming off the edge there? Or was that Sethan? That might have been Bethel, whatever his name is, Sethan Bethel. I don't know. We got 2 new corners that are playing out there in Kahoo, Bethel, 3, and Crossan. All 3 taking snaps all over the friggin' place. And they all wear numbers 27, 28, and I want to say 27, 28, and like 26. So they're all right there. So they're all right around those same numbers, so it's hard to tell. But I think that's Bethel coming in off the edge. Good for him. We brought in Keon Crossan to be the special teams ace. Then we're out a corner, so we got to bring him in because he's the seasoned veteran. Kahoo ends up out playing pretty good, and they're able to get Bethel to be the new special teams ace. But come to find out, all 3 are playing quite a bit, so good for them. Dolphins respond after they miss the field goal. In 9 plays, goes 75 yards in 4 minutes to get the touchdown. This is a key drive, biggest big boy drive of the day. Tua out the shotgun in motion is Sherfield. Tua finds the deep man, boom, in the second level. And again, and I pointed this out in week 1, this is the growth in what Tua has brought to this year from years past with us. This is where he's not taking the guy underneath. That's still a high probability, an open man, a good throw. He waits a little longer, has a little bit of longer time. Let's be real. That's for certain. And the play develops, and he's able to hit him right in that soft zone. Motion comes down, and Sherfield, look at this route right here. Look how it's designed for Waddle to flatten out. So if you notice, he comes running right at the safety I think it's the safety in the box. Okay, so they show man-to-man down at the bottom, but he actually is going to pass him off down here, and he ends up running directly at him, gets his hip turns, and as soon as he goes to twist his hips around, he comes and sits right down on this soft spot. Watch. Just sits right down. That's what it is to be a wide receiver, and how the plays are designed and what you want to do. So when they're training them, they're like, hey, we want you to run as you're going this. If he plays your inside, if he plays your outside, that route could look a lot different. But because he played his inside, he took a step to the inside like he was going to need to, roll, and then took a step to the outside. And when he rolls his hips, there it is right there. Open, nice big play. Dolphins going 4 wide on this one. One running back in the backfield next to Tua out the shotgun. Little bit of play action there. Bills looking for cheap shots anywhere they can get them. Durham Smythe down at the bottom. Hill at the top of your screen playing in real close. Goes Craig Kraft in motion right there. Tua fakes. Steps up. Man, he almost avoided the pressure on that too. Somebody missed their man. Let's see who it was. All right, so Durham Smythe, and this is kind of the deal here. You got an edge rusher coming in. I think that's Von Miller on this one. I don't know, but coming across, gets a little sticky feet. Damn it, gets a little sticky feet, and is not able to get some hands on him. Coming back across again, we've seen this be effective, this exact same play. So they ran that play again, and pressure just got home. I mean, it was well covered too. Look at everybody's well covered down the field. This is just good defense by Buffalo, and them recognizing, kind of seeing this formation a little bit from before, and just getting home on that. You'll have that. I like when they do this bunch formation of trips at the top like that. It's hard as shit to defend. Notice already, you got 3 guys out here and only 2 with the safety creeping over to the top. Tua's out the shotgun. It's just an odd thing to defend. You almost say, hey, as long as they don't run the ball, then we need to go ahead and get pressure here. They're going to try to bring 5. One of these linebackers are going to pick up the running back, and then they're going to allow one of the safeties have to come over here, but he wants to wait and see what kind of action happens over here to see if he's got to take an inside guy or what have you. And then if it's the inside guy, this safety will have to slide out to the outside. So they really need to wait and see what kind of develops in these routes to determine where and how they're going to defend. So it really puts pressure on the back end. Tua, look, freezes both the linebackers. Guess they're looking on a delayed blitz. Oh, look. Damn. They should have play action this bitch. That was terrible running it like that. Totally had all of the things going in your favor for a pass. I didn't even realize this was a run on 2nd and 22. I mean, just allowing the linebackers, both of them end up dropping back and sitting in coverage for underneath, too. Should have totally took that shot. Right there for no gain. Brings up 3rd and 22. Now they take the trips and bring them inside. Same guys, too. Waddle down here. They bring it a little tighter. Look what happens. They go ahead and dare us with single high safety. Bringing the other one down here. Man-to-man coverage. Look, they bring the blitz off the edge. Durham Smythe's going to have to pick it up. I think that's... I don't know who that is. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's Waddle. It is. That was Waddle down at the bottom of your screen. He ends up doing almost like a, I don't know, like a fucking zig pattern out here into like a right into the center of the field. This double move. It's a long developing play, and they dared us. They defended the first down first before defending the deep throw, and that's where they made their mistake. Everyone sat down in here. 3 guys on this one, leaving 1 guy out to roast, and just taking a play on the asses against the safeties. It's the right play to do. Both wideouts, Hill and Waddle, get put on safeties, and everyone else is picking up everything underneath. This is what you hope to get in football right here. Quarterback can be far enough away back here with some room and have one-on-one matchups downfield with your playmakers. And Tua's going to, take those odds every time. I mean, I'll tell you what, if that safety didn't catch that ball flying in the air, he wouldn't have been there in time to help him. Waddle would have had that bitch right in there. Man, what a bad spot. What a bad spot. Looked like he was way down here, didn't it? Little Chase Edmonds come up that much. Oh no, Raheem Moser. Pick up for about 2 or 3. Second and goal from about the 5. A little bit of motion from Tyreek Hill in and out of the slot there. Tua looks, puts the ball. Oh, shit! Yo, where's the defenseless wide receiver hit on this one, bro? Did we get a flag on? Did they get a flag on this? I don't remember this play. Fucking Chase Edmonds. Oh, I remember now. He took his fucking head off, bro. They did get a flag on that one. I remember now. I mean, dude, can you talk about these the dirty motherfuckers, bro? Like, this is not... This is what they're taking out of the game. And look at this. I mean, come on, Johnny. That ends up bringing first and goal at about the 2-yard line. Chase Edmonds gets the ball. He ends up taking it in. Man, Chase Edmonds is a tough son of a bitch, bro. You got to hand it to him. And I mean, listen, there was blocking. It was a lane. But look how fast he moves in traffic with the ball in his hands right up the gut on this one. Look how quick he he comes running up, takes a step to the right, takes a step to the left, back to the right again. He does a lot of work on this one. Watch him go. Just good work. Chase Edmonds worth the money we paid him, that's for sure. So then the game got dicey, as you know. Dolphins are up 21-17 at that point. And I believe 21. Where am I at here? Couldn't. This thing always starts playing and it'll bring you right back to the top of the screen. And it don't take you to where you were either. They drop it. They go for it on a 4th down on this drive. I mean, listen, this is 19 plays, 83 yards. They're down 17-21 at this point. They need a touchdown to get out in front. On this drive, they go 6-yard run, 6-yard run, sack. And Javon Holland and Jerome Baker up on the sack. This is the play that their center ended up getting injured on. And then they had to bring out Greg Mance, which wasn't going to be good for them. And what's odd, if you look, Javon Holland at the top of your screen is all alone with 2 men up there. Look at him freaking out. Freaking out. This should have been a touchdown all day. Watch. Took too long. Should have got the snap out quick enough. Josh Allen keying in on it. And the Dolphins blitz up the gut, just bringing everybody. Gets their asses. Look at this. Jerome Baker. Javon Holland. I don't know who that was on the outside. I think that was Cater Kahoo out there all by himself, dude. I mean, I love the rookie and shit, but, dude, don't leave him, 1-on-2. Look at him. He's like, guys, what the fuck is going on? No, not lit. I mean, they had to bring a linebacker. Thank God we picked that up. That could have been bad. That could have been terrible right there. 16-yard pass, 22-yard pass, negative 2-yard run, all the way down. The game becomes a little bit more dicey in this They end up turning it over on downs right after a pass completion. This is the play to McKenzie. where it was 4th and 2. They went to him, and McKenzie was a good target for them. You know who had a lot of the Florida boys had success against the Dolphins today. Or excuse me. Not enough success, but this was the noodle arm. This was the Josh Allen noodle arm. This could have been the football game. And I've heard plenty of Bills fans already come out and say, hey, if you were going to blame anyone losing this football game, it was Josh Allen on this play. He had McKenzie wide open, had a step on his man, and he didn't get it. He didn't get the ball where it needed to be. It is a hard throw, but a throw that I think if I were a Bills fan, I would expect not only, listen, as a Dolphins fan, I expect Tua to make this throw. He had time, could have got it out there, and just dirted the ball. Look, Nick Needham's like, yeah, that's right, thank God. And this is where it's just terrible. Look, I know you kind of want to run out of here, and I wish the team was blocking where I felt comfortable to run out of the end zone, but I much rather would have had us pass on there. Now Tua's having to push out of the end zone, taking shots again on his lower body. I don't want to see that. Just terrible play calling in this series right now. Now it's 3rd and 11, still in your end zone. Now you're doing the play you should have did on first down, and the blitz almost gets home right there. And the only fortunate thing to happen was an unfortunate thing to happen was we ended up taking this safety right now with the butt punt, thump right in his ass. Shout out to Thomas Morstead, able to get this bad boy with some air underneath it. Look at it. Look at this freaking punt, bro. Look at this punt. I just want to show you guys real quick. Thomas Morstead, who's like, damn it, I just surrendered 2 points kicking a player in the ass. I am going to make sure to punt the shit out of this football right now. On the, because you guys don't, for anyone who don't know, when you get a safety, you don't kick off. You got to punt that football. And here he is. Just drills it with some air underneath this bad boy. And the receiver has to go backpedal and catch it at like the 6-yard line. We're able to get him all. I mean, look, he had a decent run back. God, I wish we would have had him way back there. Bringing it out to the 23-yard line. I mean, dude, you could have way worse situations than that. Dolphins playing too high safety all day right now. Jesus. Ugh. Totally could have had that pick. Another pick that could have happened. I think there's one more on this drive, the one that Holland almost gets. Josh Allen making plays. Look, getting dicey, trying to win a football game. This is when the defense could have ended it at some point. A couple of bad throws, off platform throws that kind of move around in a funny way. You could hope to get there. Good no call. Nick Needham with the stop. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Underneath stuff was there. 3rd and 1 now from the 50-yard line. I mean, this is 4-down territory. We already knew what time it was. I don't know how the hell that happened. Just a miscommunication, apparently. Let's see. That's Eric Rowe. Oh, that's how. Just a little rub right playing too far off the ball. The guy took the inside and just didn't have enough. Easy pickup for that first down. Is what it is. Just a throwaway on that one. 2nd and 10 now. Out of the shotgun. Damn, Jalen Phillips almost got there too. And everyone's saying Jalen Phillips is quiet all day, but I felt like he did all right sometimes. Right there, Dolphins should have had his ass. Should have had his ass on that play. Everybody getting arms all over him. And this team, if they could start freaking tackling a little bit more sound, we'd feel a hell of a lot better. They end up. What's going on? What happened? Oh, time ran out. That's right. That's right. They end up running the timeout. I forget. So, yeah, guys, it's a little bit limited as far as offensive, plays to show and everything like that. So I figured it'd be better off to just break it down rather than making like another 2-minute clip, 3-minute clip of just breaking some of the stuff down. Figure we just run through it all real quick. Got it done in an hour. Not bad. Dolphins won the game. Bills ended up choking a couple of times. Defense held. Bend don't break. Touchdowns were scored when we were on offense, but just didn't get our opportunities in some ways. Really, it comes down to a couple of missed interceptions and stuff like that, bro. We get that. That game could have been ours in hand. But what's up, Chef? How's it going? Miami Everything 305. What's up, Thomas? Mike C. Jason. I see everybody making it here. Sean Diaz. Make sure everybody hits that like button, guys. So, yeah, that's all I'm doing today. I'm going to get up tomorrow, get on, probably do some Bengals, look at stuff, figure that out. Maybe I'll put a video together. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm sure you guys can expect to see me sometime tomorrow. And fins up, everybody. It's a big victory. Ain't the first, ain't gonna be the last. See you guys next time.
Yeah.